That's crazy that you're that far behind. Damn Hulu.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nonpfixion. This is Real Fan Sports. This is my co-host, Zach, and tonight we have
Yes,
the LA
sir.
Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers at Levi Stadium. What's good, sir? How you doing, man?
Oh, I am doing great. I'm nice and recovered from yesterday. I slept I was heartbroken and tired. It wasn't the best combination, but I'm here and I'm ready to watch some good football. Rams versus 49ers, a rematch of the NFC Championship last year where the Rams were able to take it away. 49ers are wanting some revenge. And what's funny about this story is that since Trey Lance is out, we're going to see Jimmy G get his chance of redemption. So should be a good one. I do have the Rams winning. But I think it's going to be close, man. This Rams is definitely not the same team we saw last year.
Oh yeah, I definitely think the Rams. I feel like the Rams will win, but I think it depends on if just certain things don't work out for the Niners. Because Garoppolo's he's a decent QB. I don't think he's any team savior, but I can definitely see it. I don't know if I can see him like just taking over and winning the game for somebody.
Definitely. Declan, what's good, baby? How you doing today? Y'all here, y'all are early. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Get things popping. Where are they showing you right now? So I know you're a little bit behind.
So now, I just saw the third down pass.
Okay. Jump forward a little bit.
I saw Cooper Kupp just kind of nice little hitch pass from the QB. What's up, Declan? How you doing, man?
Let me know after they run the ball.
First and 10. He said, "You got this."
And now they move Skoranek back to the backfield.
Kupp in motion. Ball snap's gonna be a play action fake. Almost to a sack. Stafford gets loose. He's gonna run. Actually picked up about 4 yards, which should have been a sack and lost for 7.
Well,
he ditched the Niners real quick.
Oh, now I'm really confused. Your thing just jumped around a little bit. Is it third down for you now?
Well, when we talked, it was third down. Right now, it's 2nd and 6.
How much time's left on the clock?
11:50.
11:50. Oh, it jumped you. It jumped you like all the way forward. Like all of a sudden put you. It all of a sudden like went from you being 5 minutes back to jumped you all the way to the front of the game. Dex said you can hear the thing on the game.
Well, I mean, that probably was in the beginning. My plug was slightly out, so I put it back in. So you shouldn't be able to hear it now.
And the 49ers just go back to the 3 games they faced them last year. They did not have an answer.
I'm gonna mute and I'm gonna check real quick.
All right. One of those 3 games. Stafford runs out, finds Higbee, and the tight end is brought down. Good tackle. Ball comes out. They're saying he was down.
Nate says game and massive echo. How weird, guys. I do not know why it just randomly decides to do that. I'm going to try and push my mic a little bit further back. Put my gain down a little bit. All right, we're going to have Matthew Stafford lined up in the I formation, 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line. Stafford's going to hand the ball off over to the left. He's going to get hit immediately at the line and brought straight down. Akers not getting much. The run game has been really non-existent for the Rams. Yeah, you can hear the game. Zach has the echo. Thank you, St. John Butler. I do not know why it's been doing this. It's like always in the beginning of the streams. Stafford's going to go ahead, line up a shotgun, looking to the right side. He's going to dump it off to Higbee once again. Higbee getting a lot of action to start off this game. Is going to be brought down at the 19-yard line of the San Francisco 49ers. Rams looking to start off and score quick. God, why is that echo happening? Yeah, I'm listening from you. All right, so it's going to bring up 1st and 10 now from the 19 inside the red zone. Stafford lined up a shotgun, 2 players, one to his left, one to his right. Cup's going to move out in motion, and it looks like we're going to see a false start. There's some movement at the line. There's just absolute confusion going on here. I don't know what's happening. Nate said game's gone. Yeah, Non has himself muted. Maybe that's why. Zeko still rocking. I don't know why. I have my gain all the way down. And yesterday I had my game higher than this, so I don't know why it's doing that. Matthew Stafford lined up in shotgun. Same formation as prior. They must have liked what they saw. They're going to go ahead and do a little dump off to Henderson. Henderson's going to have a little bit of space. He's going to get just a little past the initial line of scrimmage. He's going to put it at a gain of 6, and it's going to start off as a 2nd and 9. Zach has a clone in the background. Yeah, I know, huh? That's what it seems like. I don't know what's going on.
Henderson had a big week too, 32 touchdowns.
Let me try doing this maybe.
A rushing touchdown against Atlanta, but only 4 touches last week.
All right, 2nd and 9. Matthew Stafford under center. He's rushing forward. They're going to get immediate pressure, and the sack is going to happen, bringing Stafford down at the 30-yard line. Big hit by the 49ers. Oh, my goodness. That's going to bring up a long 3rd down. 3rd and 21 now. Oh, goodness. Pressure. No type of pass coverage. There's confusion on the right side that allowed that blitzer to come through easily. Scaroni not able to pick it up. They had a designed pick play for the wide receiver, but it worked out in the 49ers' favor, giving them that chance to get immediate pressure on Stafford. So they're going to mark him down at the 28, so that's going to bring a 3rd and 19. It's going to be a handoff to the left side. Henderson's going to cut back. He's going to get a gain of about 6-7 yards. Said the game's back now.
Henderson gets it, cuts back. Near the 21, that brings up
why is the gameplay? Yeah, that don't make sense at all. We've never had that problem.
And just got a contract extension. It was there for the 49ers defense. They bend, they don't break, and they get.
Is it really loud in your headphones? Maybe it's coming through your headphones. Your mic's picking up my voice through your headphones too. No, I'm saying through your headphones. Maybe it's. I don't know.
They can ill afford to lose another. You talked about how they're already down a couple offensive guys that started the season. Coleman Shelton.
That is really weird then.
Who made the switch to center.
I'm trying to see if I can. They shouldn't be able to hear anything from my headphones. Maybe try turning my game down a little bit on my side. Sorry about these technical difficulties, guys, but appreciate y'all. Nate, thank you for stopping by. St. John Butler, appreciate you stopping by. Bruce Tank, thank you for stopping by. Much love, guys. Thanks for pointing out these issues. We don't know why all of a sudden it's been doing this. It's so funny. We've never had this problem at all until just the last weeks. I got you. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, guys, we think we might have fixed it. Let me know. Do I still sound echoey? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are y'all still able to hear the commercials? Let us know. We think we might have fixed the problem. How's it sound on your end now? I can't hear you. That sound better? Okay. Maybe that was the issue then. All right. Oh, the update. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Deck, Drifter, and St. John Butler all said all good. Perfect. Everybody get on the floor. Appreciate you guys. The field goal was good, so it's going to be 3-0. Rams have the lead. I got a couple different parlays going. I have one that favors the 49ers and one that favors the Rams. They're both a little risky, to be honest. I was kind of last minute picking them, but I got Jimmy G 220 plus yards, Stafford 225 plus yards, Henderson 20 plus, Wilson 55 plus, Debo 65 plus receiving, Cup between 80 and 120 or 119 yards, Ayuk 40 yards, and a Rams win. Yeah, man, Garoppolo threw for 220 last week, and he had a bad week. I think he'll hit that. And Stafford's been throwing around like 250, even when they lose, he's throwing around 250. Even when they don't put up scores, he's throwing 250. So we'll see what happens. I'm at 95% to win now. All I hear is a hurt Saints fan and a muted Happy Raiders fan. Mozzie, shut up. Shut up, Mozzie. All right, so Rams are going to go ahead and kick the ball off. It's going to go out the back of the end zone, and it's going to start off the 49ers at the 25-yard line after the touchback. Jimmy G back in the starting position for the second week as Trey Lance was out with a horrible injury. A lot of San Francisco fans are upset about it. You know, like they really had high hopes of Trey Lance and ready to get rid of Jimmy G. And Jimmy G, who's gathering a nice pocket full of change after every appearance, every start, and every win, he's definitely happy to be out there and, you know, fighting for his case to get on to another team next year. We're going to see Jimmy G lined up at shotgun, motion out to the left side. Jusic. It's going to be a pass in the middle. Ayuk's going to catch it. It's going to get a gain up to the 40. Oh, all right, Ayuk. I see you. Nate says, all I see is a very hurt Ravens fan. I said, don't worry, Zach. I'm hurt. Ravens lost too. Those damn Bills. I know I didn't get to watch the game. And I ended up dozing off. But I did see the Ravens were up like big, right? They were up a lot and allowed the Bills to come back. Insane. 1st and 10 from the 40. Jimmy G out in shotgun. They're going to hand the ball off. Debo Samuel's going to get the carry. He's going to get a gain about maybe 1.5 yards. Mai says, I hope everyone whistles around you this week, Nate. And guys, we just want to, I know Nan was able to give a thank you last night during the stream, but thank y'all so much for showing us support yesterday and, you know, throughout all these weeks that we've been doing these live broadcasts of the games. Yesterday, we hit some mile marker numbers. We had over 6,000 views through all 3 streams total. We had the highest amount of watch time. We had the highest amount of concurrent viewers as well. It was definitely an amazing, phenomenal stream. It was so much fun. Thank you guys for all being a part of it and continue to be a part of it over here on Real Fan Sports, man. Much love, guys. Aaron Donald trying to get that sack on Jimmy G, coming straight up the middle. How do you have a man that looks like Aaron Donald and you do not cover him in pass protection? How do you just let him run freely? God. All right, do you think Jimmy G shotgun has a little bit of time looking up the middle? He's going to go ahead and find Jennings. Jennings going to get the catch right up the middle for a gain of 10. It's going to be enough for the first. Nate says, no one can upset me this week. Bills, fantasy win, and the big thing. Hey, facts, Nate. You're having a hell of a week, man. All right, 1st and 10. 49ers driving. We're going to see Juice move out to the right side in motion. Kittle's going to move out to the right as well, getting some extra blocking, but it's not going to matter. The run defense of the Rams is going to swallow up that hole and tackle Wilson behind the line.
Flag on the play.
Bring it up a 2nd and 12. Non's throwing up flags on the play. Not sure why. I think must be testing something. Maya says might need that mushroom risotto, Nate. Don't forget with the truffle oil. Don't forget the truffle oil. All right, 2nd and 12 from the 49-yard line. Jimmy G in shotgun, looking to the left side. He's going to go ahead and throw a dump ball pass to Debo. Debo looked like he wanted to cut it up inside the field. He's going to opt to run out of bounds. It's going to be a gain of 7. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. It's going to be interesting to see how they're able to get Debo involved in this game. Rams currently have one of the top pass coverage in the league. Really good force at the line, putting pressure on the quarterback. And then, obviously their cornerback, Jalen Ramsey, one of the best in the league and one of the best to ever do it. Jimmy G in shotgun. He has some time. He's going to find Jennings once again. Jennings being the man that's left open and is going to go ahead and get the first down. Nate said she made another yesterday actually with the truffle oil. That's about to be lunch, my guy. Winning. Oh yeah, you living right now. Jimmy G so far 4 for 5, 44 yards in this drive alone. Looking good, Jimmy. Looking good. 2 rushes, 5 passes, 43 yards total. Audible at the line. 3 wide receivers out to the right. Jimmy G in shotgun. Looks like there's going to go ahead and be a timeout by Kyle Shanahan, as the play clock was going to expire. So that's going to be our first timeout of the Rams versus 49ers NFL Monday Night Football. Yeah. So how'd everybody doing fantasy this week? I actually end up winning my big money league game, and I do not know how. I only scored like 108 points. The dude had like 3 like big time players left. He was only down by 20, and he ended up losing by 3. So I took that big win. One in my one league that has my best team in, and then the other 2 were just bad. Non absolutely destroyed me in the RFS fantasy league this week. It was horrible. And then for my family league, I don't play any players that are playing against my Saints. So I had a bench Justin Jefferson, who had 30 points. And then Josh Jacobs, out of nowhere, wants to go from putting up, like 8 to 10 points a game, wants to drop 33. Like, where did that come from? So I went 1-2, lost 2. 0-4 in my family league. I'm an embarrassment at this point, but we'll see. We'll see if I can turn it around. St. John Butler said 2-0 in fantasy, first time this season. Nice, bro. Brute Saint, in one of my leagues, my starting 2 running backs are AK and Montgomery. Both of them were out. Bro, that is brutal. That's brutal. I know AK and that rib injury is hurting us, man. I feel like every game that AK would be eating in, he ends up being hurt. Like, I thought AK would have had a great game against the Bucks, like just the way they were kind of playing us. AK would have been a big time player for the Saints. That week he was out, and then this week, if Latavius Murray was doing what he was doing, just imagine if AK was back there. But is what it is. Nate says I got lucky too. Hedo Cheese had a shocker. Oh, really? Cheesehead had a bad game. I hadn't went and looked yet. Mai said winning right now 128 to 100, but my opponent's got Stafford left and I got Ayuk left. Interesting. Ayuk might get some good points, man. You should be good. I don't think Stafford's going to put up like no 30. That's for sure. I'd be very surprised. And I think Ayuk is probably good for 10 tonight. It's going to be a motion at the line. It's going to be a pitch out to the left side. Wilson's none but space. He's going to keep going all the way in for the touchdown. San Francisco 49ers here to put a statement at Levi Stadium. My goodness, 32-yard rushing touchdown for Jeff Wilson. That hold was that hole was disgusting. Watch the quick pitch, and Wilson's gonna see the hole immediately and just flies out of it. They're gonna send Kittle for an extra protection blocker. He's gonna be able to pick up 94, and that's all she wrote. Wilson to the house. And the extra point is up and good. 7-3. 49ers, Rams. Oh, it looks like we're going to have ourselves a good game today, ladies and gentlemen. How much y'all think those tickets are for those fans that are right there? Is that just family members? Or is that fans that are sitting right there on the field? That's crazy. All right, well, I'm pretty sure my Wilson 25 plus or 55 plus yards is almost about to hit already. Let's go ahead and we'll do a quick box score update. Why is that always so hard for me to say, guys? Like, I'll tell you what. You never realize that you have like any type of like speech impediment or like stutter or anything like that until you start doing like YouTubing or podcasting or anything like that. You just don't recognize it. God, I have a severe one. See, it's going to let me pull up the box score. I'm trying to use a different website, but it's giving me a little trouble here. How weird. Nate says, and Nate wins. you won again. Mai said, my cousin's playing Zach playing right now. Zach, he's number 29 on the defense for the 49ers. The one that went to USC I was talking about before. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. I remember you telling me about that. Well, what position does he play? 29. I'm assuming that's either safety or cornerback, maybe. Yeah, why would it not yeah, why does it not give me an option for box score on this website? That's annoying. All right, we'll just go back to ESPN then. Jeff Wilson. I said Jeff Wilson. Hey, what are you talking about? Jeff Wilson isn't number 29. Strong safety. Oh, fire. What the heck? Oh my goodness. All right, we're good. What the heck is ESPM? And how did I accidentally click on that link? All right, the kickoff's going to go out of bounds back at the end zone. Rams are going to go ahead and start back up at the 25-yard line. They got 3 on the last drive, but we all know 3 points does not win games. They need touchdowns, especially if their defense is going to let out those free runs for Wilson all game. They're going to have to gather it together here. Right now, Matthew Stafford is 7 for 7, 52 yards. Garoppolo, 4 for 5, 44 yards. Wilson with 30 yards rushing off of 2 carries. Henderson with 7 yards. Cam Akers with 6. It's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be to Akers. Akers is going to get a gain of, maybe 1, maybe 2 yards, the one thing, again, with their running approach right now, I feel like it reminds me of the Saints running approach too, where it's like there's no type of like change into it to make it look interesting. It's just right up the middle, right up the gut, right up the middle, like a delay, a counter, like, throw some things out wide a little bit, give them some space, because their line is not creating the holes that they should.
What time are you at in the quarter?
I'm at 221. We're about to see the
Okay.
third and 9. Let me know when you get there.
I'm at 221.
Okay. Stafford is going to have pressure, and he's going to get sacked. Oh, no. Bosa.
So weird. I'm still like 10 seconds behind you.
You're 10 seconds behind me?
The sack just happened right now for me.
Okay.
What do you see on your screen?
Right now they're like showing the arrows of the play.
Okay. I'm not there yet. Okay, now I am. So I'm closer.
All right. Let's see. Nate says, now I need some respect to my score. Let's ring it up. No, he's on my team, hence I'm unreachable now. Oh, I got you. I'm at 98%. The ESPN be tripping. Even with a defense on, I'm up 14. And the punt is going to go ahead and take a Rams bounce down to the 31-yard line, bringing the 49ers back up. We got some little background music.
Okay.
The meatball's out.
I thought he never fumbles. He definitely
Skylar,
fumbles.
what's up, guys? What's up, Skylar? How you doing today?
What up, woo girl?
We did put our emotes on order, guys. So those emotes will be coming very soon. Their expected time is within 2 to 3 days. So everything is as expected. Memberships should come out next Monday. So y'all, save up. We'll have a lot of different options from, very cheap to slightly less cheap to, some higher end things that give you some very special perks. So make sure y'all check out those memberships whenever they go live. If y'all would like to support, if y'all would like to get some emotes and some other different perks, be on the lookout for those. The emotes are fire, by the way. I'm just letting y'all know. Like we came up with some really cool ideas, and we got a lot more cool ideas that will be coming out as well as we were able to build those memberships up. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Here.
Also, once we get that situated and they're actually established where you can get a membership or join a membership, there's going to be a way where you can actually get gifted, so people can actually buy and gift them to people in our community. But there's a way you have to actually select to be gifted. So we'll show you guys that once we have our membership situated.
Dex says, can't wait to go to the rest of the season. Undefeated, fly Eagles fly. Boy, Deck, y'all had a great win. 29-20. Y'all, I wouldn't say y'all got bit. I didn't get to watch the game, but man, 5 turnovers by Trevor Lawrence is just disgusting. How the heck does that happen?
The Eagles had no points. They came, it was like 20-something points unanswered. Like, what happened?
Yeah. I wasn't gonna bet on it, but like my thought was this could have been the one game that the Eagles would lose. I thought there might have been a little chip on the shoulder for the Jags, but it didn't work out that way. So Eagles go ahead and take that big win.
Skylar said she didn't like the music at all. What music do you listen to?
She's talking about the music in the background of the stream. She's picky.
I don't have no music playing.
Oh, well then I don't know what she's talking about.
I was actually she's talking about the music on the commercial on the
Jimmy
show.
G play action finds Debo out to the right side. Debo's gonna get leg tackle. Oh, and he wanted more. He's galloping and hopping. He's like, oh, if I could have broke that one. He was seeing the lights, the bright lights down in the end zone where the sun is shining.
That tight end got thrown to the side, but it was 2 seconds from getting sacked. Something vicious too. So close.
All right, 1st and 10, lined up under center. Jimmy G. Looks like I think Debo's actually in the backfield here. They're going to go ahead and pitch it out to Debo. Debo's going to cut back in, trying to find a hole. Isn't going to get much. Is going to get brought down after a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 now. 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Let's see if they're going to have time if they want just to let it run down. I'm assuming that's what we're going to see here. I love how they make like infield adjustments. Like y'all act like y'all ain't about to actually run a play here, right?
Yeah.
Are they going to? Like
he's looking at the wristband, so
all right, they might. They got 5 seconds to get the snap off. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that was just I don't what are they doing? I mean, if you're gonna do anything, I mean, at least try to get them to bite for like for an offsides or something like that. They just were just taking their time. Like Jimmy G is sitting there fumbling with his little strap with his playbook on his arm, like can't get it opened up right way. Like taking their time getting on the field during their player swaps. Like
it took forever for them to switch out those players. Like you didn't know if they didn't know what play call, like you didn't know personnel.
I mean, it could be that they were just trying to hint at like what play they would come out with in the in the second quarter, but it just didn't make sense at all. Nate says working, so won't be talking as much. Game on TV and Shed, you guys on the phone and fantasy on the other. Hey, that's cool, Nate. Appreciate you. Thank you for having us up.
Thank you. The new Overwatch, it officially went down today. The first one.
Overwatch 2?
Overwatch 1, they closed the server today.
Oh wow.
The new one will be up tomorrow.
Fire. I ain't gonna lie, that pizza looks hella good right now.
Yep. I was thinking the same damn thing.
I don't need it though. I don't need it. I don't need to spend the money.
I don't need to spend the money, but I do need it.
What's that from that movie? I don't need it. Oh, SpongeBob. I need it. Water.
Plus, I love Domino's.
I'm a big Papa John's guy myself. I used to get Domino's all the time until the one by us, like, I don't know what they changed. It's just not as good anymore.
Well, because of the damn Panorama, the one that I used to get my stuff from all the time, they end up closing. So now it's another one that's like about a mile further, but they don't like have respect for the art of making pizza. Like if it makes sense, you know what I'm saying? Like the people who did our pizzas before, because me and my neighbor were talking about this yesterday. He brought it up and we both started talking about it like passionately. The place that we used to actually get our pizza from, you could tell they cared about making pizza.
Yeah,
because the food tasted really good. But then the other place, it don't taste the same.
So Skylar was actually just talking about it the other day about making some pizza at home possibly next weekend. And she's like showed me the video of how they made it. She's like, oh, see, it doesn't look that hard to make. And I was like, Skylar, I said, I made pizzas for about 6 years out of high school or during high school. Ayuk is going to get the catch a little screen route. He's going to gain enough for the first down plus an extra yard in front of it. Yeah, dude, I know how to whip some pizzas up, man. I understand the respect. Especially when I was making my own pizza. Like if I was making it for me, oh yeah, every cheese was laid out very nicely.
Well, because like the place we used to go to that closed, they put like this garlic butter mix with some kind of basil on the crust. Ooh. So even when you get to the end of it, you want to eat the crust too because it just tastes good.
Got that flavor, yeah.
New place, they put butter, but that's it. They don't put no garlic butter in it. It's like you guys are terrible. The bad representation. You're a bad representation.
St. John Butler said, "Did you say Papa John's? Bro, I love Papa John's." Hey, everybody in chat, what's y'all's favorite go-to like pizza spot? Nate, you too, if you're still in here and able to type. Nate says we got the Peyton and Eli Sports Center ad randomly. Oh goodness, that we've yet to watch. So that's super funny.
Yeah,
Papa John's is like my go-to, like very big like corporate based pizza place. There's a spot, I can't even remember the name of it's called. I just know the sign in Chicago. Every time we used to go up to Chicago, we'd eat pizza every single day, like lunch and dinner. The pizza was so good. Jimmy G, line up a shotgun, hand the ball off Wilson. Wilson's gonna have he's gonna make a little something out of not much. He finds that little hole out to the left. He's gonna get a gain of 3, so that's gonna bring up a third and manageable, 3rd and 6 here.
Yeah, I'm not a Papa John's fan. When I was in college, when we do events, that's where they feed everybody. So we always got Papa John's.
Yeah,
but to me, it was always lackluster. This wasn't. It was like pizza. My kids can make. You know what I'm saying? Like that's. I mean, it could be different places. You know, 'cause I know different owners. People take different passions with it, but the one that I had was like, yeah, in Fresno.
Yeah.
Definitely not worth it. And
Jimmy
that was free pizza.
Throwing out to the right side. Jennings going to drop the ball. He's going to gather it back up, but it's not going to be enough for the first, and they're going to say that it was incomplete. So that's going to bring up 4th and 6 for the 49ers. Good defensive stand right there by the Rams.
So when somebody says free pizza is not good, that says a lot.
Scott said, can we just talk about last night's games? OMG. Man, I knew the Chiefs were gonna win.
I mean, I didn't expect Tampa to win, but
oh my God, the punt was great. It was bounced in a spot where the 49ers could have pinned them down deep, at least inside the 10-yard line, but it's gonna bounce off the knee of one of the gunners.
He obviously wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. St. John Butler said, no chains, born in New York, live in Jersey. Oh yeah. You definitely ain't getting no chains if you living out there. No shot. No shot. I haven't had any good New York pizza yet. I went to New York one time, but it was like during like a delay, a plane flight delay. We had like a 12-hour flight delay. So we rented a car and just kind of drove through the city, but it was like at night. And we just grabbed one of just a little stop that was just somewhere random. Mm-hmm. And it was just, it was all right. But I want to go back and get some good pizza. I know Scarlett says pizza from New York. She's sweating over it. So apparently she liked the New York pizza.
Yeah, there's a guy that has a small shop right around the corner from me. And he's from New York. He's a chef from New York, but he moved to Texas. And he makes pizza by the slice. And it's actually pretty good.
That sounds good. Scott said OMG might been some of the best pizza ever. I bet. Nate says Domino's, small country town, so take what we can get. Local pizza joints don't respect the art. They have one with Boston baked beans on it. So wow, okay.
Boston baked beans?
Now look,
really?
I might offend St. John Butler here, but I worked at a pizza buffet place, so it's not like our ingredients were good or anything like that, but we would make like a bunch of like weird pizzas because we'd have our traditional like pepperoni sausage, supreme, and whatever out on the bar. But we make some weird ones too. We made a chili dog pizza where instead of like sauce, we used like chili, cut up some Nathan's hot dogs on there, sprinkle a little bit of cheddar over the top of it, add some mustard when it comes out the oven with some fresh onions, and it was actually pretty.
I would say honestly that don't sound horrible. It actually sounds like it might taste good.
Yeah. Oh, we've made some weird stuff. We've made that. We've done a meatloaf pizza, and once again, surprisingly, really good. I'm telling you, weird stuff. But if you don't knock it till you try it.
So that chili one got me thinking I might have to go try to make a chili pizza.
Mine said Tampa actually did better than I thought. Yeah, they did better than I thought too.
Yeah.
Scott said D Farah pizza and Lucali's. Ugh. Chef kiss. I have to make my favorite pizza, chicken and mango. Nate, you're not allowed to talk about pizza no more.
Chicken and mango
fakes a handoff. Stafford looking to throw. He's going to get hit from behind, and luckily is able to get it away and not in the vicinity of a defender because Cooper Kupp was just smothered by 3 San Francisco defenders. Cheesehead said Gonna with an asterisk, but I don't see your message before, Cheesehead. I don't know if I missed it or what.
Yeah,
what's up, Cheesehead? Appreciate you stopping by.
I didn't see nothing earlier either, so I'm scrolling. I'm like, did we miss something?
There was a blitz. and they read it and they hand the ball off. Henderson wasn't ready for the handoff though. He had delay to his run, and it's going to be stopped right at the line, a gain of maybe 1. So 3rd and 9 now for the Rams. St. John said, "I'm not a pizza snob. I destroy that chili dog pizza." Okay, I'm telling you, bro,
it actually sound good. Especially if you find the right kind of dough combination that don't taste super strong, like super strong doughy, but man, that could be good. Nate said I even put mango juice into the dough. It's fire.
Stafford stepping up, throwing it out towards the corner, towards Allen Robinson. It's going to be incomplete. And wide receivers are just not getting open right now for Stafford and the Rams. We're going to see a shot of Cooper here.
You know what,
just
Nate?
Absolutely smothered.
Like a flavor concept wise, I think if a grilled chicken, like a light barbecue chicken with a mango habanero sauce on the pizza could be fire. I can give you that.
Okay,
I can give you
that. Sounds good. Like a mango. Like, I don't know about a mango. Like, you chopping up mangoes and put it on a pizza. Like, I'm all right.
I mean,
I also don't believe pineapple should go on pizza. Like,
yeah, I was like, I don't really do pineapple on pizza. Pineapple's my favorite fruit, but I don't like it hot.
Yeah. I could see it maybe on there like cold, like as an after thing with like some like cilantro maybe, or like kind of sprinkled on top after. I could see that on like not a saucy pizza, but like a butter sauce.
Yeah,
that might work.
Cause you know you have a make.
Well, oh my goodness!
You know what? You have a mango chutney. So mango chutney. Those are good. But also, like I said, a fire grilled chicken, sliced up or diced up to small little squares. Yeah, I can do a mango habanero sauce on a chicken and make a pizza.
Scott said, "Friday night we making pizza. It's a date." Okay, that's fine. We can do that. We'll post on a Real Fan Sports IG what it looks like. If y'all want to go ahead and follow us on IG, links are gonna be right here down in the chat. Nate said 5 minutes ago, "Don't knock it till you try it." I mean, look, I'll try just about anything, Nate. So you know. I have a different commercial than you. Pineapple and pizza gag. Yeah. Not a big pineapple pizza guy. I'll tell you what the craziest pizza that I've ever made was. I made a hibachi pizza. If you never had hibachi, you might be a little confused at what I'm talking about, but we used the yum yum sauce as the sauce on the dough. We marinated some chicken and some teriyaki sauce, chopped that up thin or shredded it, put that on there, added some fried rice over the top, light layer of cheese, and put some onion, ran through the oven, and then whenever it came out, we drizzled another little bit of the sauce over the top with a little fresh cheddar. That was ooh. Yeah. Jimmy G backing up off the play action. He's going to throw it out left side, finds Kittle wide open. Kittle cannot bring it down. I'm sorry, not Kittle, but oh goodness, he just throws it to the wrong shoulder. It's still something that should be caught, but a better thrown pass there. That might be to the house. It's going to be Charlie Warner. Yeah. Oh, ball's going to get batted down by Jalen Ramsey. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Expand your taste, but Nate, I literally eat everything. I would. There's no expanding. I'll eat. Yeah, you just put food in my face and I'll eat it, bro. I'm straight up on a seafood diet. Like I'll eat anything you give me at least once.
I must have pressed the button. That's why. Yeah. I have a hotkey now, so I must have pressed the button by accident.
Jimmy G shotgun looking throw up the middle. He's gonna fire towards Jennings' way. It's gonna be overthrown.
Thank you, Skylar.
4th and 10.
Oh,
And
so close.
man,
Fruit
what
doesn't
was
belong on pizza. Tomatoes be like. They only call tomatoes fruit because they got seeds. They're a vegetable.
we gotta okay, all right.
He missed that pass by inches. If you just bring it down a little bit.
All right, so Non and chat, what is your go-to game day meal? Pizza, wings, nachos, or hot dogs?
Oh, you mean if I'm just at a game?
Well, I mean, just like what's your go-to? That's your typical game day like meals. It's wings, pizza, hot dogs, or or nachos.
Depends on where I'm at. If I'm at home,
you're always overcomplicating the question, Don.
No, because if I'm at home, I can do nachos. I can't do nachos if I'm anywhere else.
If you had just the option, I don't care if you're at home or where, you're at a place that has the best of all of those four, which one are you picking?
Once again,
nachos.
I can't do nachos. I'm lactose intolerant. That's why I say if I'm at home, do nachos. Get what I'm saying? I'm putting it down.
They gave you the best nachos that are lactose intolerant, so you just complicated things.
That means there is not in America. That doesn't exist.
We're giving you a
unless it's like
scenario.
That means we're at a vegetarian restaurant then. So I mean, I'm still like a full play behind you, I believe. Or not full play, but I'm right telling of your play.
That's fine. My thing just froze, so I'm good. We should be good now. Brute Saint says hot dogs. Nate says breakfast cereal. Yeah, well, it's because you'd be having to watch at like 3 a.m. Scala said steak. You want to eat steak every week? Oh my god.
I mean, I'd probably say either wings or hot dogs.
I'm like a big like wings and nacho guy. Like I like pizza's always like the simple one for me, but like I love some wings, bro. I love wings.
Yeah, I like wings too.
And nachos are just fire, bro. Like with all kind of toppings, like load that stuff up. Maybe put some like some shredded pork on top or something like that. Oh.
So stupid.
Brute Saint says we got a flag on the play, Non.
Flag on the play.
Encroachment.
Yeah, I was reading. Wasn't even paying attention.
Brute says sometimes we got awesome barbecues, hot dog, sausage, ribs, pork chops. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love good barbecue. I just like mastered like barbecue and chicken. And like I want to barbecue so much. We just have like a small grill, and I don't want to barbecue for just me. Like if I have people over, then I will barbecue like whatever. I love barbecue. Stafford lines up. He's going to hand the ball off. Akers going to have a little bit of space. He's going to drive down and get a gain of about 5 yards, maybe 6. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4.
I'm about to say I barbecue for this meat so many times it don't matter.
I'd be too lazy to go out there and like stand and do it by myself. Like I guess that's why.
You're not there yet. You're not there yet.
It's just too much. Like I want to be able to go outside and have a conversation with somebody. I don't want to just be sitting out there just.
Cup in motion. It's gonna be a snap from the under shotgun. Trying to get a screen off to left hand side to Higbee. He's gonna get the first down. What's so crazy? The screen developed so slow. They had such an opportunity with Higbee to get so much more, but it just took so long to get him the ball.
And honestly, it was a great pass, great little touch pass by Stafford too to get it over all those defenders while he's falling back with that pressure right up the front of him. That pump fake is what sold it.
Yeah, it just sucked that it took so long to get to that point because by the time Higbee got the ball, the defenders realized what the play was and they were there.
Nate says probably JB eating them nachos, waiting on the phone in the can. Skylar said, yes, you just be doing too much. You want steak, Skylar. You want steak.
Play action fake pass the Cup in the corner. The left-hand side on 20 would be great.
Need that.
Very nice catch. Like, who do you got left on your team?
My team? Oh, no, you won. I'm cheering for my bet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you kicked my ass, bro. Man, I didn't even tell you. So, I don't know if you heard earlier when I was talking about the fantasy stuff on my family league. I had to put Justin Jefferson on the bench because I don't play players. Yeah, you kicked my butt. I don't play players that play against the Saints, so I benched Jefferson. And then Josh Jacobs wants to go for 30 points after only putting up like 10 points a game. Oh, a nice little design run. Is that going to be Van Jefferson?
Powell.
Powell. I'm sorry, Powell.
Brandon Powell. I like how he jumped off his own teammate, though.
I know he kind of used it as like a little ball, like a little trampoline ball, bounced right off him, kept his balance up. Because he might have been sliding and falling down if he didn't hit that man like that.
He vaulted over his own teammate. That's hilarious.
I said, come on, cuz, light someone up. Come on, 29.
Pass the Cup. Cup's going to be caught in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of maybe one. Second and goal for the Rams.
Nate says, can everyone hear the L crashing in the Cheeseheads undefeated team? Wasn't Cheesehead just hyping up how he was undefeated?
Yeah.
Skylar, did you win this week? I don't think Skylar won either. I think Skylar lost.
No, she won.
Remember. She did win? Oh, so is Skylar the last undefeated team in the league?
She won by like 5 points.
Oh, okay. So guys, we're all letting Skylar run the show? That's bad.
Well, I'm about to be in second, so it don't matter. Because I was third in the East behind you, but I'm about to beat you, so I'm going to be first. Let me go second.
Stafford with time. He's going to throw it up the middle. Powell is going to be incomplete. He's going to get rocked up the middle.
Yay.
Scott said, effing right, I won. Nate says, we'll never get the benching fantasy player versus your team, Zach. You on your own there. That's just weird.
That is kind of weird, to be honest.
I mean, look, I don't want to catch myself remotely trying to cheer for another player that's playing against my Saints. So,
but you don't have to cheer for him. You just want to win your thing.
Yeah, but like I mean, dude, I like gambling, so like I subconsciously
I know that's even worse because fantasy is basically gambling, to a point.
I know, but I will subconsciously I will verbally be like, "Damn, the Saints are losing," but Justin Jefferson scored. Fuck yeah! Like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm not doing it.
It still doesn't make sense.
I mean, look, what makes dollars make sense or something? I don't even think that applies to here, but I'm just gonna say because that's the only analogy that I know. So
usually it says if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Okay, well, you know what? We're not playing for well, actually, I am playing for dollars.
For the field goal, the field's gonna be a field goal attempt, and it's good for the Rams.
Whether you cheer or not, it ain't gonna change the outcome. It might. I'm very superstitious, Nate. Shut up.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
Nate, I be changing it. Like I be wearing like I have my game day underwear, and it hasn't been working, so I've been swapping them out, trying to find the right one. Okay, like I'm very superstitious. Get off me.
Yeah, that's definitely superstitious.
Nate says your players can still do well and your team win, bro. Yeah, I mean, possibly. I'm getting my butt kicked in that league anyway. Like it hasn't even. That was actually the only game that if I would have played it right, but I probably wouldn't have played Brandon Jacobs anyway, so I would have lost either way. But yeah, but that's that.
Yeah, some of your players just didn't perform well. in our matchup.
Scott said, Nate, he yells at me if I don't wear my freaking jersey. Yeah, which you didn't wear this weekend, and that's why we lost. So
You're those kind of fans. Those are the ones I always laugh at. Like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
It's not.
It's not your jersey's fault that, your team didn't successfully execute their game plan. It's your team's fault.
Like you can try to argue me all you want, but you know what? You're just wrong.
Sure. Nate says superstition is a half step from insanity. Skyler says, like, sir, it was 8 a.m. Again, it was 8 a.m.
It was 8:30 a.m. 8:30.
It's still early. It's still early.
Put your jersey on. I went. We finished our stream. I went showered and put all my stuff right on afterwards. It was not.
I saw.
Zach, play anyone who plays Saints, so go off for 20 easily. It's looking that way, Mozzie. It's looking that way. We just suck right now, and that's okay. We do suck right now. That is true.
But really, it's just trying to take the joy away from my win.
No, your win had no point of. I didn't have Justin Jefferson in that league. I'm talking about a different league.
It's funny because you were projected to beat the crap off of me too, out of me.
Yeah, but
the original projection was one. You were projected for 120 something.
Didn't I lose? Didn't I have to bench a bunch of my starters though because they were last minute out? I think I did. I think I had 2 players.
I think you had a few players out.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I don't remember who had out by them, who didn't.
Say John Butler. I'm sorry, man. I saw you post that earlier, and then the BS comments came through. Yeah, I just saw that too. That Latavius Murray got signed by the Broncos. Yeah, I can't believe we allowed that happen. I don't know why we put him back into the practice squad so fast. Yeah, right after the game, we put him back to the practice squad, and the Broncos went ahead and signed him. Stupid.
That was the dumbest move they could have done.
Yeah, stupid. Especially after the game he had. You don't put him back in the practice squad. You keep him on the roster because someone's going to pick him up.
Good job, management.
And then especially with Javonte Williams going out. Yeah,
he's going to pass Ayuk in the corner on the flats. He's going to be able to scramble forward for about 4 or 5 yards. Nate says everyone has injuries. Skyler says, Buddy said you got to make some change because your team is trash.
Tell Buddy to shut up and mind his business. All my players are good. They just no one decides to perform at the same time. Like I'm not mad at my team at all. Just no one performs at the right time at all. Like Pollard. Pollard's been putting up 15 points a game. I put him in this week in front of Brandon Jacobs. He gives me 1.9. Don't even make sense. Wilson's going to get the carry over to the left side. Gain of about 3 or 4 yards. Going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
Oh, yeah. You're definitely behind me now.
Oh, my bad.
Because when you were saying the play, it already happened on my. They were already getting up, walking back to the huddle. Did you pause yours, or it just you?
Yeah. I paused it.
Because I'm at 5:14 and counting. Where are you at?
Oh, I just skipped ahead of you. I just saw Garoppolo take off
from the shotgun. Garoppolo pockets collapsing. They're gonna run. He's gonna pick up the first down. On a dive. A couple of players are looking for a flag, but there's going to be no flag on the play.
We bleep it out because we're not trying to curse like that on stream. That's why we bleep it out. He's stupid. Pollard, don't talk to me about Pollard. Yeah, exactly. So you know my pain, Nate. No, my leagues this week has been terrible for all 4 of my leagues with injuries. It's been so bad. I've had to put in a lot of backup players. And 2 of my leagues actually showed up, so it worked out fine. But the other 2, it just didn't.
It's gonna be
a pitch out to the right side. Wilson again getting a good little run is going to get brought down after a gain of about 6. No targets for George Kittle yet. George Kittle only had 4 catches last week for, I believe, like 28 yards.
That's who you have in the game.
Nate says Skylar got her caps lock stuck. Yeah.
Yeah,
Skylar always be yelling like that. Like on in every time Skylar types anything in the chat, I'm assuming she's yelling because that's Skylar's personality. Love
another
you,
run.
Great tackle there by Aaron Donald.
It's gonna be a 1-yard pickup. What up, Spoiled?
Dennis Allen is making a poor head coach season. That he is. To be honest, both him and the is it Bowles, the head coach for Tampa Bay, both of them doing a really poor job.
I mean, you throw McDaniels in there too. His play call has been pretty bad.
Kyle said, "My bad. You're good. I'm just messing with you." Jimmy G in shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the right and to the left. Looking left, he's going to target Debo Samuels. Debo Samuels going to catch it. He's going to have some space. Cutting upside to the middle
To
of the
30,
field.
25,
blocking, one man
the
to beat.
20.
Gets through
Still on
him.
his feet. The 15, the
All the
10,
way in.
the 5. Touchdown! And he heaves the ball into the crowd.
Oh, my goodness. Debo Samuels putting on a show. 57 yards to the house. Levi Stadium ecstatic right now.
57 yards for 19, Mr. Debo Samuel. Very nice.
Can you breathe? Shut up, Scott.
Well, you know, when you get excited, you got to do the play-by-play.
Yeah, like, what a rock.
It's part of the job. Field goal is up. The PAT is up and it's good.
Well, I guess also, guys, since it's a little bit slower than yesterday, with me yelling like that, how does the mic sound come out? Is it like super bad, or is it a little bit better than what it used to be? Nate, Mozzie, any of you guys, Deck, that could give us a good idea. Spoiled says you don't rest the players who need. Winston should not have played Tampa or Carolina games. The lack of discipline of the Saints, and now put Murray back on the practice squad. Well, I mean, they had a decision to make. I mean, they're going to keep Dwayne Washington off the practice squad, which I don't understand. I guess they're using Dwayne Washington more for special teams, and they value that more than him. But I don't know. Oh, it echoed too whenever I got loud. Got you.
When it probably get you to put some sound protection up behind you, so when the sound, like, put a couple pieces in between your stuff on the wall.
Yeah.
So because your sound literally bounces forward.
Yeah,
and
it's
bounces
bouncing
back.
off the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So put something behind you, so when it bounces back, it'll deaden behind you. It shouldn't bounce forward.
Scott said, "Not even going to ask me the disrespect." Scott, I don't know if you were paying attention like that. You just be saying I'm loud. Mark Ingram hurt too. Why he playing? I mean, I get what you're saying, Spoil, but everybody plays hurt, man. Everybody plays hurt.
Yeah. Everybody really does.
There's not many players that are active that aren't hurt. You know, it's just pain management. We're seeing the emotional Debo Samuels after the loss in the NFC Championship last year, sitting on the bench, towel over his head, tears rolling through his eyes, being able to score a big one here.
I mean, because you really think about it, he was a player MVP of that game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And to lose the way they did. Ball was tipped. It might have been picked up, but I think it might have hit the turf. I think they're going to say hit the turf. Kivens got his hand on the Greenland. It went to go catch it. Or Greenlaw, sorry. But I think it hit the turf.
And Matthew Stafford has been he's been due for one of those every single week.
I think sometimes they forget that the D linemen are quite tall. From the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Cooper Kupp in motion. It's going to be a quick pass handoff to the running back. Henderson's going to pick up about 6 or 7. No, I'm sorry, 6 or 5. Yeah, oh yeah, Debo supremely carried them last year, Mozzie. Spoil said, and Pete Carmichael, where is Jarvis Landry going to be valued in this offseason? No production for 3 weeks straight. Sometimes the script for that team that they're going against, certain players don't get called because they're not a point of emphasis on purpose. Especially if they don't have good rapport against those teams.
Yeah, I mean,
5. It's going to be a timeout, I believe.
No, it's a 2-minute warning.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is too is like when you have the Saints, where as a fan we're looking at as all the different weapons that we have, you can't see them all get involved every single week. It just doesn't work that way. Like we saw it with when we had less value at wide receivers, but we had way better value at quarterback with Drew, where some weeks we'd see Meacham be the big guy some days, and then it might be 2 weeks that he's quiet because Jeffrey Henderson's taking a lot of the work. And then you always have your one big receiver that's always going to get product, which would be like Michael Thomas for us now, Marcus Colston back then. But that's just how the game works. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. You don't always want to force feed guys in, I don't think that's an issue.
Oh yeah, because I mean, when you really think about it, when a team goes up, when they look at a defense, they look at what their strengths are, and if their strengths can eliminate one of their their players, one of the receivers, then their game plan that scheme might not include that receiver. They'll still be part of the games, the plays. They'll still be part of. They have routes, but more than likely they know not to expect the ball that week. So, but they'll get it just in case if something's a breakdown. So it does happen.
No, it's being petty because he's on my fantasy team. Oh, I can understand that too. That's why I was staying away from all Saints wide receivers except for Michael Thomas, because I knew he was going to get his reps regardless because of that reason. Guys with big hands that are just big bodies that catch those short yard passes are always going to be involved in a game plan. But guys like Jarvis, guys like Olave that are like kind of speed guys that you just don't know which week is going to be their week. Some weeks they might put up duds, and other weeks they might go ahead and put up 30 out of nowhere. Saints fans talking about weapons makes me laugh out loud. I mean, Nate, I'm not saying that like we've proved it right now, but you can't tell me that a wide receiver core of Jarvis Landry, Chris Olave, who is right now the top rookie wide receiver, and Michael Thomas and AK is not a scary weapons. I mean, you can do your trolling, but that's just bad trolling. Brutes now with how the quarterback play's been, I respect your comments on that, but the weapons are there. Bruce saying I beat someone in a fantasy league who scored 162 points. I was down by 50 points with Diggs and Sanders left, and Diggs put up 44 and Sanders put up 11. I was shocked. Oh my God. Yeah, that's absolutely nutty.
Yeah. 3rd and 5 for the Rams. From a shotgun, ball snaps. Quick pass to Kupp. Kupp's going to grab it, immediately get contacted. He'll get the first down, though.
How did Kupp snatch that? Like, he reached out in front of him to snatch that ball, and then still turn and twisted to try and get an extra yard, dude. Like, that is something that is going to get unnoticed, but is going to be shown in film later on. That is insane how he did that. Stafford looking to the right side. He's going to find Kupp again. It's the Kupp show now.
What's so crazy in that previous play, it happened so fast, the defenders didn't touch him until he was fully turned around. Because he reached between both defenders to grab the ball, which is impressive. From 2nd and 2, defense is going to get a sack.
3rd one.
It was literally 2 versus 5, and they still got the sack.
I never heard of Olave until Jay picked him up. That's because you don't watch college football, Nate.
I know he was talented.
Olave was like one of the top 5 wide receivers in a very big wide receiver draft for the NFL this year. Stafford shotgun looking to throw. He's going to get sacked again. He's going to get tabletop sacked. Oh my God, Rams! What are y'all doing?
4th down.
Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing.
I think Niners defense is actually with the rest of everybody else too.
Oh yeah, I mean Niners defense is insane. But it's just you can't back to back 4 before even halfway through the second quarter. Embarrassing. You can't. It's embarrassing. Spoil said also we Saints fans have a major problem with the QB spot. Saints fans are too quick to jump the gun sometimes. I mean, we're going to support who our team are. I mean, we look at all their upsides. There was definitely a lot of Saints fans that just avoided all the bad things that has been shown before. So, I mean, I agree with that too. But I still stand by my stance of if Winston would be able to get the things wrong right, he'd be outstanding. He has all the talent, but he just lacks certain things in between the ears that's struggling with him.
I miss when they used to show the part. I hate now when people go into the crowd when they come from the crowd into the stadium.
They
be running around. I was like, show it. That's part of entertainment. That was always fun to see.
Yeah.
They probably don't want to see show their security getting juked though.
Nate says can't have the best wide receiver core in the league. They got Winston at quarterback. A quarterback and wide receivers are two different positions, Nate.
You still can have a top tier receiving core, and the quarterback don't be top tier either though. That's still possible.
Yeah, they could still be. You could still have a ridiculous amount of talent there and just not utilized. So, Drifter, you enjoyed on my heart with that Winston comment. Spoiled. I can guarantee you, Nate has no idea what a Millie Rock is.
Dixon receives it for the 20. It's going to get to about the 30, and they kind of bent him backwards on that hit. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, he's standing up. He looks like he's good. Maya said, if I lose this game, you owe me, Zach. Laugh aloud. Talk me out of starting Olave.
You too? He talked you out of somebody else too?
Hey, bro.
Yeah, stop listening, Zach.
What do I tell you guys? I'm just letting y'all know what it is. And to be fair, Olave really didn't do shit. It was that one drive. That one drive is all he did.
I mean,
he got the one touchdown and the 2 catches. I'm pretty sure that's all he did.
Well, I mean, I played Olave. It was Jared Goff. That convinced me not to play.
Yeah.
Jared Goff
had that great game.
He had 34 points.
Yeah, I can't
with no receiving core. Everybody was injured. But he played with the backups and got 34 points.
But once again, I'll tell you what the educational approach is to it. Like my thought, don't have to answer. If your gut is calling you somewhere else, follow your gut. You always follow your gut. Oh, that's pass interference.
Yeah, he was there. He was there before the ball even got there.
Yeah, he was falling over before the ball got there.
How is that not even called? What?
I don't understand.
The defender hit the receiver. The ball had barely got there before he touched him. The defender was falling to the ground before the ball hit the defender. I mean, the offensive player was falling to the ground before the ball actually hit the defender. That don't even make any sense.
Not at all.
And that wasn't called? Wow.
Nate said you guys grew up with it and don't notice how bad it is. It's unwatchable outside of North America. What, college football? I feel like you just might be watching the wrong games, man. College football.
You said college football? College football is more entertaining than pro football.
Yeah, college football is very entertaining. I don't know what games you're watching, but college football is
way
really
more entertaining.
Like Nate, I'll challenge you. I know I'm an LSU homer, but just go watch the 2019 LSU team. Just watch every single game they played and tell me you're not entertained.
Watch Boise State versus Oklahoma in I'll tell you the year. That's one of the best games I ever watched. When they upset Oklahoma, that was
Garoppolo under center, looking to pass out to the right side. Jennings, he's looking towards, and Jennings was wide open. He just threw the ball wrong. He
could have had him wide open, but he just decided to throw it away because the halftime mark was up.
Oh my God, he was beat. Oh, Garoppolo's got to be eating. They got to be a little upset. I mean, that's 7 points. 7 points off the board right there on that wide open pass. And the funny thing is, I think he threw it like that because when he looked, Jennings didn't even have his head turned around. I don't think Jennings knew the play. Jennings never turned his head around the whole entire time. He just ran a go route, not expecting the ball to come to him. Brute Saint says, until there's serious eye opener on DA's part, the Saints won't be worth a damn this season. I'm done being faithful. I mean, I would still be faithful, but I mean, you're definitely right. Yeah, DA and P Carmichael's play calling has been a huge part of the losses, and the performance by Jameis also plays a big part in it as well. I mean, this past week, we looked a little bit better, but like the things that coaching wise that we need to do was not done properly in order to win that game. Nate says receivers need someone to throw the ball. No, I agree, but I'm just saying, like, talent wise, at wide receiver, it's top of the league. I mean, that's just like last year with the Cowboys. They had some of the most talent at wide receiver, but Dak couldn't get in the ball when it looked bad.
Yeah, because basically based off of your theory, you're basically saying CeeDee Lamb was trash, but that's not really that's not really the truth. They just had a bad offensive situation.
Like if you we're talking like performance and like output, yeah, their output and performance might be lower because of quarterback's not there, but it doesn't mean that their wide receiver talent isn't.
Yeah,
isn't
the talent level is different.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if you ever seen Boise State versus Oklahoma. It's the Fiesta Bowl. I think it was 2000 and I want to say it's 2008 or 2007 or 2006. That game, it might have been earlier than that, to be honest, but. This search, Boise State versus Oklahoma, Fiesta Bowl win. It's one of the best games you'll ever watch. One of the best.
Sport says, let me tell you what I told Nonpfixion yesterday. If Winston can develop some goddamn play recognition, we'd be good. Yeah, I saw you in the comments during that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, but not saying Winston's not smart, but his intelligence of ball in between the ears is just not there right now. He doesn't look comfortable calling plays. He doesn't call out line, defensive pressures or defensive formations. He doesn't do any of that, and that's what hurts him. We saw Andy Dalton, who's a veteran, in this league and has been for a while, do that, and that's why our offense looked a lot better, even though the play calling wasn't great. Winston ain't developing no more. He is who he is. Yeah, it's starting to look that way. But I still have hope.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what I was saying when we were talking yesterday. I felt like if they have somebody, if they know somebody as far as like a whisperer, like they call them, for a QB whisperer that can bring in and help him, just to bring in a third person, there's possibility in change if he's willing to change and wants to change. But if he's stuck in his own ways, he doesn't want to change, and that's on him. It'll never be different.
Yeah. Like I said, Jameis arm talent and ability of like just pure quarterback is really great, but it's those mental things. It's those things that hurts him, and we talked about that a lot when we were doing our quarterback ratings video. It's a lot more of being quarterback than just throwing the ball. It's a lot more that goes into it. Best quarterbacks are guys that are absolute geniuses of the game. I mean, Tom Brady has made a career. Tom Brady don't have the greatest arm. He's very accurate, not the most accurate. He's made it by knowing everything that's going on in the field at all times. Sport F said he can be saved, Nate. Maz said Olave had 16.9, Landry had 4. Wait, you played Jarvis Landry over Olave? Did I tell you to do that? Oh, if I told you to do that, then yeah, okay, that is my fault. And I did tell you to do that. That's my fault, Mozzie. If you lose, bro, I'll Venmo you $5, dude. That's on me. Nate said, my gut told me to play Taysom in week 2. My gut sucks. It'd be like that sometimes too. Drinking the Kool-Aid, it's bad. No, you're out your mind. Sport said I'll properly start with the Jameis trash train if we end up 1-7. Left out Zach, you better too. Oh yeah, no, dude. I've been honest with all my opinions. I mean, I'm always gonna hype up a Saints person, especially on Saints podcasts and stuff like that I'm joined. But like I'm down to keep it real too. I'm always down to keep it real. Scarlet LSU championship national. It's terrible watching unskilled kids toss a ball around. As I said, grew up. I'm not skipping over your comments.
Say it again, because it was. Why was it? It was muted, but I don't know why it was muted. But say it again. You're. I think okay. I think he might have got a phone call. I don't know.
Yeah,
Christine,
yeah.
I posted that because we were talking about college sports and how good some college sports are. So I posted a link to that Fiesta Bowl. So I think that's one of the best games I watched in a long time for college sports. There's a lot of good ones. That's one of my favorites, and I think it's also because we were all part of the same division. So I went to Fresno State. That was Boise State. And of course, when one of our divisional teams was getting into one of those games against the big dogs, we was rooting them on. That game was such a great game to watch. The ending is beautiful. The ending is one of the best endings I ever seen in the game, though.
I don't know what comments you were reading up to, Nate. We can move on from any team that you want to, bro. Everyone's just talking Saints. Talk about another team. We'll talk about anything. Let's see. Saints bottom 10. Jesus. Don't jump ship, and when we start winning, come back. Can't stand that stuff. You stick with your team no matter what, because at that point you look like a fake fan. Yeah, I mean you stick with them, even how bad. But it's also, being a real fan is about being honest, too. And yeah. I think and a lot of podcasts and stuff are being very honest about like what's going on. Everybody's really frustrated this year.
Yeah, you don't be delusional. You still got to be honest and say, well, our team, regardless of how much potential and talent there is, our team's not playing good. Period. That's just what it is.
And that's what it boils down to. We hyped this team 1-3. Dalton did not play bad. Yeah, Dalton definitely didn't play bad. I don't think he played bad either.
Yeah, I thought he played pretty good, to be honest.
Scott was calling me about skipping over your comments. I promise you, I'm not skipping over. I'm just trying to read fast. Because Link, you said that. Well, there is some good news, Saints fans. Pelicans basketball, us here, and have a good team. Yeah, I'm excited about Pelicans basketball. That's gonna be fun. You fixed the muted thing, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Deck said, "How's everyone's day been?" My day's been great, Deck. I had a good day. I actually am like caught up on homework, so I'm like just kind of chilling today. It's nice.
Day's been pretty cool.
A big weight off my chest. Your day feels good now?
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. Pretty cool. No complaints. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Actually, you want me to play the No Kid Hungry thing?
Yes, go ahead and rock that out. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and play our ad, personal ad. It's not a paid ad from YouTube for No Kid Hungry. Y'all go ahead and check it out. And if y'all like to support, please do so. We love the kids over here in Real Fan Sports.
We love the kids.
During the course of a school year, there are many families that really rely on those school meals. And with the schools being closed, many families are really feeling the crunch.
There should be food for all, no matter what the situation. We shouldn't have to have a public health crisis to realize that there are people who are so vulnerable.
Together, we're able to really target those areas of the county that need this the most right now.
I have seen kids get on the bus and it's like, I'm hungry, I need to get to school to eat. With this program, it's very important because right now there's a lot of parents without job. There was several couples that came and they were crying and be thankful for this because they would have a chance to eat.
And there's more families that are turning to us right now than even were before all of this. And so we've had to make more purchases to be able to stock our warehouse and fill these bags. And we really couldn't do that without the generous support of organizations like No Kid Hungry.
Very good, thank you.
All right. So once again, No Kid Hungry is a nonprofit that we support on our channel, and it does a lot to help kids in America. 1 in 5 children in America are either food deficient and struggle to find food. Most kids, when they go to school because they know they're going to get a lunch, which is kind of crazy. But No Kid Hungry helps fight that in a competent way, raising money to give back to certain schools, to give back to food programs, to give back to certain shelters, to give back to many different places to help provide for food for children in America. So if you find it hard and think it's something that you might want to do, there's definitely a link in the description down below that you can check out and support. Every little bit goes a long way.
I didn't put the thing here. I'll put the link for it right here.
Yeah.
I see Will. I lost it for a second. Where'd he go? Where'd you go, Will? Will Cash, 16. Let's go, Niners. Will Cash, welcome to the channel. Yeah. Niners looking kind of fire right now. That defense is, man, they are storming Stafford.
They
Three
look
sacks,
pretty good. They
two
look
back
pretty
to
good.
back. I was like 4 sacks and 2 back to back. My goodness. I want this to sink in. We have a worse record than the Jags, the Jets, and the Falcons. Yeah, that's really bad. Now the Jags are looking good, bro. I think the Jags win that division. To be honest,
they just might.
I think they might.
Spoil says actually no, Atlanta's second in division. Mariota's playing better than Jameis. I've only seen him once, so I can't really necessarily say. But if it goes off of wins, then probably yeah. So LSU is ranked now.
That's lit. Wouldn't watch a full college game even if I guaranteed my winky would be double in size. Well, yeah, because you doubling your winky in size still wouldn't make much of a difference. 1 to 2 inches ain't a big deal, I think. I don't care if our quarterback is Josh Rosen. I'm gonna stick by their side. Exactly. That's
what
it's all about.
Yeah.
Skylar, we ain't doing no homework. You're out your box. Then everyone, no, thank you. Stop yelling. Prayers for the kids, of course, Christine. That's what it's all about. It's all about.
Oh yeah, always. We've been doing it for 3 years off and on. Now we're talking about it more frequently, but it's something I started on my channel on Twitch that now we collectively do together on all our stuff together, and we've raised a good amount of money towards the program. So it's been pretty cool. And for every $1 given, it's a possibility of 10 meals, up to 10 meals can be given for that $1.
Yeah, so it's a great cause. We need to do this. We keep forgetting. We need to go ahead and get our the bar back added to our overlay on our screen to show the money that we've earned through it. But last year we earned several $100s, and we hope to double that this year. So we'll have that bar up soon, hopefully by next Monday. That way y'all can see what we've raised so far. We do have some fun competitions. 40, who's normally in the chat here, he likes to put up some challenges as far as, if a player scores a touchdown, he'll donate this, or in the NBA, for every steal or whatever, he'll go ahead and donate some money. So, we have some fun things like that. Christine says, I don't get homework at my school. God, that must be nice. But we are getting into the second half here. It's going to be fair caught, take a knee in the end zone. So it's going to start off the 49ers at the 25-yard line. Very super quick stats. Stafford, 13 for 19, 97 yards so far. Jimmy G, 138 yards, 9 for 17. Wilson, 8 carries for 45 yards and the 132-yard touchdown. Matthew Stafford has 2 carries for 6 yards. Powell has 1 for 11, and Henderson 3 for 13, and Akers 5 for 14. If that just tells you how bad the running game is over for the Rams. Higbee leading the receiving with 5 catches. He has 33 yards. They have it mixed up. Kupp has 7 catches for 58 yards. Debo Samuels 3 for 79. Jennings 2 for 22, and Brandon Ayuk 3 for 31. Hopefully we'll see some more scores here, and hopefully the Rams can stop at all these sacks. They got to hold it down if they want to make this game close.
See if you can push your game forward, because you're like behind.
Where are you at?
We are in. This is going to be 3rd down.
Okay, I'm 1 play behind. I don't know why it stopped.
Well, no, they just picked up 1st down with the Kittle catch.
Yeah, we're good.
So first and 10, snap, ball in shotguns, ball getting snapped. He evades the sack. Garoppolo gets the pass up, almost intercepted. Haley with the nice little defense. What is this? I don't know how they did not sack that dude on that play. There had to have been some holding going on there, because he should have been sacked. Second and 10. 13:37 on the clock. Ball snapped. It's going to be a handoff. Wilson's going to connect to first. Defender picks up about 5 on the play. Gets to about the gets about a 4-yard pickup.
Oh, underneath the Samuel. Samuel's going to get brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 4th and 5.
I like how that defense collapsed really quick on Samuel. Oh my God. I just seen that message. I was like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, I know. And the punt's going to go up. And he's going to let it bounce. And it's going to take a friendly bounce for the Rams. And it's going to be brought down right around the 16, 17-yard line. Rams are going to go ahead and start back up in this second half. See if they can get anything going.
Good defensive stop by the Rams. Okay, give me a second. I need to check that food real quick.
Yeah, good evening. Are we streaming Sunday morning? I mean, I got to talk to Nan about it. I think that'll be a good time to stream. Hopefully we can make that work. Christine says the double doink will haunt me. Yeah, I mean, just add it to the list of like haunting things that happens against the Vikings. You know, we got the Minneapolis Miracle. Now we got the London Minneapolis Miracle. So, is what it is. I definitely didn't understand the play design at all for that last play though, leading up to the kick. We only said one guy going towards the out of bounds side. Everything was piled up to the left. I don't know, it just didn't make sense. Didn't make sense at all. Guys, if y'all are new here and are enjoying the channel, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. We are live for every Monday and Thursday night football game, prime time football. So make sure y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We also go live during the NBA season, and we went live this past Sunday and possibly going live for the 9:30 or 9 a.m. game. I think it's 9:30 game that will be happening overseas. So if y'all enjoy the NFL and y'all like some great, amazing sports broadcasters, make sure y'all subscribe. We got that all here on Real Fan Sports. And if y'all are enjoying the stream and you feel like we deserve the like, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button and give a like to the stream. That way we get some more people in here. The more people that's in the chat being active, talking, and having great conversations with us makes this stream just that much better. As I see Gilson Soares, Vamos Rams. What's up, Gilson? Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you for stopping by. Vamos. You speaking like Spanish or something? I'm illiterate. But welcome to the channel. Hopefully the Rams can get it together, man. They got to show up. They got to show up in this second half. They got to do something right. That line for them is just disgusting. Disgusting the way they're protecting Stafford. 4 sacks already, 7 pressures by the Niners defense. Stafford's going to go ahead and start the ball off underneath center. Cam Akers there in the backfield. Cooper Kupp in motion out to the left side. Fakes the handoff. He has Kupp. Kupp's going to get caught for the screen. He's going to have 2 people meet him. It's going to be a gain of about 4 yards. Maybe 5. 12 minutes remaining in the third quarter. A co-host Nonpfixion will be back in just a second. He's going to check on his food, his din. What's everybody eating for dinner tonight? Stafford did take a nice little hit there, but we're going to see him back at 2nd and 6. Stafford lined up in shotgun, calling out the audible. 2 wide receivers lined up to the right. Henderson in the backfield, looking right. He's going to find Cooper Kupp once again. He's going to try and stiff arm the cornerback aside. He's just going to get stood up and stopped right there, but it's enough for a first. For F sakes. What you talking about, Nate? Cup is trying to just push off anybody and everybody. Allen Robinson kind of gave up on that block on 39. We'll get you on in a second. We gotta wait for Nani to get back. That's fine. It's fine. Stafford lined up in shotgun. 2 out to the left. Cooper out to the right by himself. Henderson in the backfield. Stafford looking to throw. He's going to get a little pressure. He's going to find Powell wide open in the middle. I'm sorry, Skavonik wide open in the middle for another big gain. All right, all right. All right, we're moving a little bit now. The yeller. I'm reading. No, they can't hear you yet. They don't. I got to ask on. All right. So we're going to go ahead and see 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Stafford underneath center, 2 wide receivers out to the left. It's going to be a handoff to Henderson. Henderson's going to get a nice little chunk gain. It's going to get about 3, maybe up to 4 yards here. Second down. Rams are moving with some pace here. A lot of no huddles. Starting out as shotgun. He's going to throw up the middle again. Find Higbee once again. That's 6 catches now for Higbee. Higbee's going to get a gain of 9 yards. I'm sorry, 11 yards. Going to bring it up to the right around the 42-yard line of the 49ers for a first down. I don't think they can hear you unless Non forgot to mute something. Guys, are y'all able to hear Skylar? What do you mean don't say anything? I got to make sure they can hear you. That way you don't say anything dumb. Stafford lined up under center. 2 out to the right. Akers in the back. Play action. He's going to feel some pressure. He's just going to chuck one up towards Higbee. And it's a shame that Stafford doesn't have time there because they actually have Cup wide open on a slant route to the outside. Fine. Stafford lined up a shotgun. Coop's going to be in motion out to the right side. Looking to throw to the right to Cooper. Cooper's going to go ahead and get the catch. He's going to get a gain of about 7. 3rd and 3 now for the Rams. Rams need a touchdown here. They got to be thinking 7. 2 field goals so far for the Rams. A score of 6. San Francisco leading by 8. Spring up 3rd and 3. 10 catches, 81 yards so far for Cooper Kupp. All right, spread offense. 3 out to the right, 2 to the left. Stafford calling some adjustment at the line, trying to point out the blitz. We know the blitz is coming. Ball snapped. They're going to send 4. They're going to get immediate pressure. He's going to throw it out to Allen Robinson. Robinson's going to get the catch, but he's going to be a yard short of the first down. That's going to bring up a 4th and 1. And what do you do here if you're the Rams? Your run game has not been very successful. You need 1 yard. Do you go for it here? I think it's just outside of field goal range. Sean McVay and company are going to have some decisions to make. All right, we're going to see Stafford back in the huddle, calling out the play, the 4th and 1 decision. This is huge. This is huge for the Rams. You do not want to turn the ball over and give momentum right back to the 49ers at the 31-yard line. Stafford snaps it. It's going to be a handoff. Akers is going to dive forward and is going to get a gain of 4 yards. Good run. And finally, a decent little hole for the running backs here. He's going to run it out to the right side. That's going to have a nice little gap. And that's going to be led.
I, so I just not heard the other background voice. I was like, who is that noise in the background? I didn't realize somebody. Don't come here acting wild, woman. I was like, tilt the front of your laptop down. There you go.
Flag on the play.
All right, well, I'll do this. Until you get situated. Yeah. He
Line is going to be open for you. You don't break in right into another defender. So you can barely hear me, Nate? I got you. Can't hear me.
You're fine.
Pass out to Cooper Kupp. Kupp's got a screen. He's gonna have some freedom. He's gonna get up to the first down marker. They're saying they can't hear at all.
Both of the mic lines are wide open. Here, I'm gonna mute myself to listen to the phone.
Yeah, I'm listening right now. Oh yeah, you couldn't hear me for a second. I don't know. It's weird. All right,
Yeah,
we're good now.
I'm not too
All right,
sure.
Cool. Thank you,
Yeah.
Nick. All right, so 1st and goal from the 7, or from the 8-yard line. Fakes the handoff. He's gonna feel pressure. He's gonna try and dump one off to Higbee. It's gonna go too low. Incomplete. 2nd and goal. Oh, they got it. They have to get a touchdown now here. It's been over 6 minutes of playtime going off the clock. Driving down, had an extended play on the 4th and 1. Still 2 more plays to work with before you have that tough decision of going for it on 4th down or not. Gabriel Gonzalez, welcome to the channel. Says we're good now. Appreciate you, Gabriel. Thanks for letting us know.
Why? I understand he's running backwards, but why not just lob it over the top of the head of the? Just lob it up.
I think you just don't risk the turnover this close because you're guaranteed points.
Well, but I mean,
Stafford
it's
shotgun,
only one defender.
High pass, Allen Robinson. Great defense by number 7. Number 7. Hey, man, that's a tall dude.
Yeah,
he's tall for a cornerback. Goes and cuts in. Good little release by Robinson, but just 7, just keeping the hands active, able to get a hand on the ball. It a perfectly placed ball. You can't. It's just amazing, phenomenal.
Number 7
defense.
is Travarius Ward.
Travarius Ward. Travarius Ward, 49.8% completion allowed, leads the NFL since 2018. Stafford throws up the middle, pick. Oh, it's not picked off. As we get our first look at number 29, Mozzie's cousin tried to get it off the tip. So now 4th goal, and the field goal unit's going to go ahead and come on.
The unfortunate part in that play was the ball. I mean, Stafford had the receiver open, but he throws to the backside of the receiver instead of the front leading receiver. Yeah, he just threw it to the. It was poorly placed.
Even besides that, you got to know that Henderson is ducking underneath there, because you throw it out in front, then you have the other linebacker that's standing there. Henderson was wide open right underneath that same pass. It's in view of Stafford. He has to be able to notice that. So that will be a field goal. So it's going to make the score 9-14, 5-point game. Mai says, "Damn, I thought he was gonna grab the pick off the tip."
Because usually in that position, the linebackers, the way they're playing, the way they're set back a little bit into the end zone, you know they're going to be crisscrossing patterns. So with that situation, especially when you see your receiver's route already, you practice with your receiver, you know where he's going to be at, or you should. So when he threw that ball, I know as soon as he threw that ball, he had to know it was behind the receiver because that's not where he's supposed to be placed at.
Yeah, all I'm thinking is that maybe he thought Higbee would take a read that that the linebackers were kind of just standing right there in the middle, and that would just auto make an adjustment himself instead of slanting across, go ahead and just curl in. Maybe that's what his thought process was, but I mean overall it's just a rush pass, and almost was resulted in a pick. Should have been a pick. Let's see. Gilson Soares, come on, man. What do the Rams need to do? Let us know. What did the Rams need to do to get it together here? They finally were able to put together a decent little drive. Not able to capitalize on it though. Can the defense hold up? Four more. Five. Needs 5 more. Debo.
Oh, you're looking at your,
I'm looking over my bets.
Anything looking positive?
Yeah, actually. Well, no. Well, kind of. I need Cup is in the range for receiving, but I need him to. I can't let him catch too many more, and I think they're going to keep finding him. That's probably the biggest issue that I'm seeing right now. Ayuk just needs 9 more yards. Debo Samuel's good. I need Wilson to get 5 more yards rushing. I need Henderson to get 4 more yards rushing. Stafford and Jimmy G are good, but I do need a Rams win on this bet. And that's not looking likely. But on my other bet is kind of similar, and it's actually looking really good. So we'll see. They're both some risky bets.
Might say I'm DMing him right now, calling him Butterfingers. Kickoff is up.
Short kickoff.
Yeah.
The ball comes out.
Drops the ball at the 25. Looks like Niners might have recovered, though. I think the Niners recovered. They're still a big scrum. They're going to say it's Niners ball.
First off, can we look at not Marlon Mack, but the other guy that tried to pick it up and run with it? What are you doing?
Number
you
45,
land on top of that thing. Come on now.
Such a
Juice wide open to the right. Juice is turning on the Jets, and he's going to hit him with the hit stick. Oh my God, Juice.
Use check goes up bounds about the 40. And I guess it's a good thing that he hadn't been receiving the ball because nobody was looking to guard him.
Yeah. Wilson's going to go ahead and get a cutback carry. He's going to get a gain of 5. That'll do it for my one bet. For him on that one. I didn't write down my other bet. I need to go ahead and do that. Scala said, "Did y'all know I'm related to someone famous?" I wouldn't bring up his name right now, Scala. It's not a good day to be related to him. Brett Favre.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Not really a good day. He's
2nd and 5. Handoff, Wilson. Wilson's going to have some space. Once again, he's going to get a gain of 8 yards down to the...
I was a supporter of his too until like 2 weeks ago.
Right. And this is where they miss Kittle so much.
Yeah.
Kittle is, man, even if he's not getting the ball, it don't matter. He just loves hitting people. He said in an interview, his favorite part about football is cracking skulls, you know?
That one, he actually got outplayed by the linebacker. Linebacker kind of olayed him and threw him to the ground so he can get to the ball carrier.
It's going to be another run. Wilson again, a little bit of space. Once again, he's going to go ahead and stretch forward, get a gain of 9. 2nd and 1.
Nice
driving
run.
Inside the 20-yard line now.
It's driving through LA traffic right there. Drifter said, "Oh, so deep down, she's cheering for the Packers." Hanging with Cheesehead I kind of feel bad because I probably robbed 40 in that trade. You kind of did. Molly said you related to Jameis Winston. Skylar, you don't know what he did? You just Google search it real quick.
Yeah.
Google search his name, and then Google search
Juice with the carry. Juice, a lot of space, gets down to the 7-yard line.
Possible jail time.
Yeah,
he's probably going to jail.
Stole millions from poor people, basically.
Yeah. Him and the dude that's over the school.
Yeah.
And whoever else is on the board.
Governor.
Yeah, because they knew too. Like stuff like that, I take personal because I've been on the system multiple times, so I take that personal.
So they're gonna place him at the 8. I think he was at the 7, but
yeah, I think you're correct.
Jimmy G is gonna go ahead and line up a spread offense, 3 out to the right, quick pass. Debo is trying to burst through, trying to spin and get into the end zone. I think that's a touchdown. Oh, you're gonna say he didn't reach out there? In what world?
I think the fact that he contacted the linebacker at the 4-yard line and pushed him forward to the end zone.
Can I see this again? I'm keeping my hands up until
I need okay, this is the angle we need right here. This is the angle. Connects at the 4. Pulling.
Good placement, ref. Good placement. He's gonna be about a half yard short. Wilson, 2nd touchdown. Y'all ready? Or Juice. Yo, feed Juice. Or use check.
Yeah, use check. So I just seen a video of a fan running on the field on Twitter. Oh, did you? Send it to us.
Yeah, send it to us.
Wilson
please.
Runs to the right hand side and contacted by several defenders. Is going to be back to line of scrimmage and hushed outside to the sideline. Like, you're not going nowhere. We're going to walk you this way.
That's going to go ahead and end the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter left remaining to play. 49ers looking to take a heavy lead of 12 if they can score a touchdown here on this drive.
You don't have to apologize. You don't have to feel bad. It's not your fault.
Right. You're not Brett Favre.
That you tried to game the system and you just, instead of take, like me and Zach have talked about things like this before. It's like, if you're going to game the system, take advantage of the rich, not the poor.
Right.
And that's how I feel. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah. Any day of the week, take advantage of the rich, not the poor.
Rich just got better lawyers, so it's harder.
Yeah, they'll get the money back.
Right.
Because more likely they're insured on everything.
So looking at the stats going into the 4th quarter, Matthew Stafford, 20 for 30, 164 yards. Jimmy G, 13 for 22, 200 yards, 1 touchdown. Henderson leading the rush yards for the Rams, 4 for 16. Akers, 7 for 15. Man, the Rams, looking at this now, and like it wasn't much different last year. Yeah. It makes you wonder how they make the Super Bowl, let alone win the Super Bowl with this little of run like performance. Like it
was a defense.
It's some of the worst in the league. No, 49ers defense is doing great, but this is week in and week out for the Rams. Their run,
I think it wasn't. Their run was always kind of suspect in before. I think the defense is what pretty much propelled them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
because their defense probably scored more than offense did on some games.
I agree. Higbee has 6 catches for 45 yards, and Cooper Kupp leading the front for the receivers of Los Angeles
Looting.
Rams. 11 receptions for 95 yards. Do not get to 120, you bastard. Debo Samuel's 5 catches, 86 yards. Excuse me. Jennings 2 for 22, and Brandon Ayuk 3 for 31. Give me 9 more yards, Brandon. Let's see.
So that link is for the person that was running the field in during the game. I wonder if he has like one of those little smoke things.
Oh, is that? I don't want. I'm scared to open it up. I might start lagging.
Oh yeah, you probably will.
But those of y'all that are new to the channel, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for stopping by. If y'all are enjoying the sports podcast or sports broadcast of tonight's game, we're live every Monday and Thursday night. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all smash that like button. It's 3rd and goal. Fakes the handoff. Garoppolo looking to the
Flag on the
backside.
play.
Touchdown. Kittle finally back. There is not a flag on the play. As we see the great and Jerry Rice, thank you. I don't know why his name like slipped my mind as I was about to say it. Kittle gets the right foot down. Oh no, it's gonna be brought back. Oh no, Kittle couldn't twinkle toes it. Oh. Yep. Mozzie's going through all the emotions right now. Yes. No. Oh, you kick a field goal. Nah, you kick the field goal, just it puts you up a touchdown. I don't think it's no question on this one. Yeah, they're debating it right now, and I don't even think this is debatable. Is that why you brought it up? I don't think it's debatable that you kick this. Even if you, yeah, no, you kick it. You kick it. You try to go up 8. You're muted apparently. Nah, I think you need to set your hotkey to something else. You can't. You
I didn't even touch the keyboard. I haven't touched the keyboard.
I don't know. That's weird. OBS is having a field day with us today, apparently.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see Robbie Gold come up and
Cheesehead.
try to take the 8-point lead from the 15-yard line. It's gonna be a 25-yard kick. It's basically a extra point attempt.
Yeah, chip shot.
And a chip shot it is. It's going to go straight through the uprights, right down the middle. 17-9, 49ers taking a comfortable lead of 8. Can the Rams get something together? They had a great drive last drive, but were not able to capitalize with a touchdown. They're going to need one now with only 1 quarter remaining. My said in one league, I'm losing 130 to 143, but I have Debo and Kittle left. Laugh aloud. That's why I need that TD. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
It's commercial. I've never seen it before.
It's in his house.
He's like, what do you mean? It's like, who's everybody?
All right, Mozzie, I'm going to take my annual pee break. I'll be right back, guys.
So now's the opportunity, while his headphones off, is talk about Zach. I wonder if I can change this. Can I change this midstream? Let's see. Let's see if it'll let me change it midstream. Okay, not the flag on the play. That's fine. Says in one league I'm losing 130 to 143, but I have Debo and Kittle left. LOL. That's why I need that team. Oh, okay, I got you. Oh yeah, I mean, you are pretty close getting a dub though, so that's a positive. Here. Okay. Oh, that's why. Okay. Here, let me change it.
Mai says, "All right, weak bladder. See you soon. I'm back, Mossy."
Okay, let me see something.
Oh, Scott was asking earlier, and I was thinking the same thing. Would you be down to go live for Sunday morning's game this coming week?
I don't know.
We have another 9. It's either like 9 a.m. or 9:30 in the morning game.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, this Sunday was only because I was already going to be up.
I feel you. I was kind of curious to see if it was since we had such good viewership, if that had something to do with it, with being a morning game.
Could be. Because normally on Sundays I don't get up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Sundays, yeah. I wake up right as the first game starting. That's 12. That's 12.
Same. So fourth quarter, 14 minutes, 53 seconds remaining, and our Monday night game, 17-9. San Fran up by 8. Kick is going to go up, and it's going to be in a very returnable option. They tried to fake the throw across. I guess he didn't like what he saw. And Powell is going to keep going forward, get brought down at the 21, 22-yard line. Maybe he should have just let it fly.
Maybe. Who knows how it would have threw them off.
Packers versus Giants in London. Go, Pack, go. Morning games gets the viewers. Yeah, it seems that way. I think that fan was holding a flare. Flare. Oh,
it had like a pink, orange smoke orangish pink smoke coming from it.
Oh, that's probably a flare then.
Yeah.
Stafford shotgun.
But it looked like I've seen them before. They just smoked ones too. I've seen too on photo shoots.
Hand off to Akers. Akers going to get nowhere.
It's going to be a loss, actually. A loss of maybe 2.
Oh, man, it's loud in Levi Stadium. I might turn my volume down. We see Stafford holding his head, trying to get the communication from the coaching staff. And it looks like we're actually going to see a timeout call by the Rams. It was just too loud. It's just too loud.
Miley said morning games get the viewers. I mean, they probably do. I think that fan was holding a flare. Saw that already. I thought it was a gender reveal or something. When you said that the first time, I was cracking up, actually.
Mike says, wow, I didn't know Javonte was out for the rest of the season. That was very unfortunate. Kid is a beast. Yeah, that is unfortunate, man. ACL, bro. The running back killer.
So they were taking off Skroneks after the previous play. 2nd and 12 and the shotgun. Pressure's there. The pass to Henderson barely picks up about 2 yards. It's almost like an empty screen. Is there something over that bottle, or that's the actual bottle design?
No, that's the bottle design. That's pretty fire.
Oh, okay. I saw. I was like, what is that? Matthew Stafford shotgun ball snap, passes up off of Cooper Kupp's hands, incomplete. 4th and 10.
Everybody, clap your hands. Clap your hands. All right now.
The unfortunate thing of how the Rams play is they go to the well just too many times, man. When they go to that well, it's like everybody knows where you're going. So we're going to hit them hard as hell.
I mean, the thing is, I guess you can't complain, but like he should have caught that ball too. McLeod,
could have.
A little bit of space, break it free out to the right side. It's going to finally get brought down at the 45. Man, Cloud Cloud was tip throwing through him, man. And we always
like,
joke and talk about
my Jordans.
We always talk about how like these punt returns and stuff be like going side to side and running a whole lot in space. I like what Cloud does. It's not, he's still trying to read where the defense is coming before he makes his explosive cut, but he's moving forward the whole time.
You know, it looks like me in LA traffic. That's when you're trying to get to one place or another. That's how you look. And like you said, a lot of them do go left to right too much. I mean, he went to the left, but that's because he wanted to avoid that first block, and then he took off.
Sorry, echoing again. I do not understand that. We're gonna have to.
I haven't touched
we're
anything.
gonna have to add some filters and stuff like that. I mean, I moved my mic a little bit closer, but like it shouldn't be echoing like that though.
It's probably when you get excited.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, I could definitely add some little filter things like off on the wall, I guess, to try and absorb it. I'll have to buy some and figure out where to add them.
Because so basically with sound, the room has to be, but the room has to be balanced. If the room, if it's too much stuff in one side, the sound's gonna come back differently.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's because I'm so close to the wall here, and then it's all space over there as well. So like, it might just be that I need to like even set it off stream, like just set it straight to my right side here, or maybe just get rid of this here and then put it there. Maybe get one lower here and move this.
You need some like under the football, where the football is. You need one back. Need one back there. Need one next to the hat. And you can get them off of Amazon, or you can do the hood way and just get the egg carton flats.
Yeah, and
you can use those too. They work. Or you can get the bed cushion from Walmart. That's like this thick. You can just cut it up, cut in squares, put it up there.
Yeah, possibly.
Spray paint it black.
Nate said no, it's digital echo, nothing to do with your rum. No, I think it does. I mean, it could be that. I mean, this pop filter on here isn't great. I mean, I could get a additional pop filter to add to this to see if that would help. And like I plan on doing that as well. But
the echo's not gonna stop. I mean, the echo's not gonna the filter's not gonna stop the echo. The filter just for those hard P's and stuff like that.
Yeah. God. I mean, I don't even want to talk about missed tackles. That's honestly just great running by Debo.
Yeah. But also, I mean, they brought it up because 45. They could have easily stopped them if they actually would have tackled.
Yeah. Wilson with the rush. To Wilson. Left side, gain of 3.
Whoa.
Why?
The new linebacker.
Yeah, I know, but like, why? Why are y'all arguing like that?
He's still heated.
Yeah, he's still worked up. You need to send him to the locker room and let him just cool off for a second, get his head right, and come back in. It doesn't do any good for your teammate, especially at both linebacker positions, to be arguing like that. A handoff to Debo. Debo's going to go ahead and get another chunk yard. He's going to get a gain of about 4. There will be a
flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, okay, with the extra. I'm like, what was that?
Flag on the play.
He just ruined it.
It's just I love like the generic sound of the flag on the play. Flag on the play. Like it sounds like a Wii emote. Strike.
That's pretty much why I grabbed it.
I know, I love it.
I wonder if it's more so the reason why they're arguing is because they're getting
not a hold.
No,
they're saying that's a good call.
That's a bad call.
That's a bad call.
They gotta say it's a good call. They can't go against them.
It's a bad call. 2nd and 17. Jimmy G.
They're paid by NFL.
Kittle. Yeah, keep going, Kittle. I need 9 more yards for Kittle. So that's 4. So I need 5 more for Kittle.
I mean, he could have got through the first defender, but when the second defender came along, which was Aaron Donald, he wasn't going nowhere.
Yeah.
He wasn't going nowhere.
There's not many guys that might be able to go through Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald had him in his hands, and he was trying to push forward. He just just threw him to the ground. Like, what are you doing?
Aaron Donald reminds me of man, I'm forgetting who said it. He's like, let me put my paws on you. Like, that's what Aaron Donald reminds me of. Like, just let me give them paws on you, baby. Like, we'll see what happens after that. You ain't going much further. So it's gonna bring up 3rd and 15. Kittle in motion is gonna go back to that left side. They're gonna go ahead and do a little pitch out to Samuel. Samuel's gonna have some space. He has blockers. He has freedom.
40,
he has light.
35. He's got has the defender pretty much rodeo riding his back for like 10 yards. It's kind of wild.
That is a absolute insane tackle by 54.
Yeah.
The way he just held on for dear life, and Debo
was just pulling him.
Hey, Debo about 20 pounds heavier. He might have been riding, but there's gonna be some altercation going on. A little bit of pushing, a little bit of shoving. We like that. It's NFL football. We like that. That.
These teams, I want to say, for like at least the last 10 years, these two teams have a history of stuff like this. For a long time, they would have one game that would always be tied every season, and it was always Niners versus Rams.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a history here. Ayuk and of course Ramsey, of course, of course. Who else would it be?
I love how Ayuk is like literally just getting in this man's face. Like Ayuk is like trying to initiate. He's just holding him. He's like, do something, Ramsey. I dare you. Like, I dare you.
Ramsey is one of those DBs that talk so much trash.
It's gonna be a pitch out to Wilson on the left side, or on the right side. It's gonna be a loss of 1. Nate says Team Broncos just went from 2% chance to 51% with that run.
Wow, really?
Diego, where you at, Diego? Now 39. Tough. I just had someone comment on our YouTube something about eating kangaroos.
What?
Oh my God, that's so funny. I'll read in a second. Oh, and of course it's going towards Kittle. Oh my goodness, I needed that. He said one of Australia's national animals is a kangaroo, which we eat to gain the kangaroo's genetics to be able to have a good leap. This is why Australians have good hops.
Oh, because you asked about the remember you asked in the video, you said about the white boys in Australia, why they jump so high. That's funny. You gotta make sure you respond to that one.
I'm telling them to come over to the check.
3rd and 11 from shotgun. Ball snap for Garoppolo. Garoppolo quick pass to the left hand side to Ayuk. Ayuk's gonna move around, but pick us maybe about 4 or 5 on the play. And now they're going at it again. It was with Jalen Ramsey. So you can tell this has been happening the entire game. This has kind of got to the point where now every time they contact, there's beef. And of course, Ramsey.
That's face mask.
Yeah, that face mask I didn't call. But watch Ramsey too as he gets up. Instead of letting his legs go, he pulls him up even higher and drops to the ground. It's like,
so 4th and 5, field goal's going up, and it's wide.
No good. I thought about that too, Drifter.
Oh my goodness. I need Ayuk to get 3 more yards.
I don't know
if I have that on my other bet. I'm kind of scared to like pull it up. I don't know if I can pull up DraftKings Sportsbook on here. Let me see.
I didn't see the final score, but I know that they lost, which I was like laughing hilariously at. I mean, it takes a lot, they needed to get humbled.
Apparently.
And it definitely happened. This happened on the biggest platforms you can see. Everybody talking about that game.
I mean, it's just preseason, so it's not a lot to say, but like it's not a good look for the Suns after like really should have losing to the Pelicans if CJ McCollum didn't drop the bag, and then getting just absolutely humbled by the Dallas Mavericks and Luka.
Yeah, I mean, I would 100% agree with you, but if if they starters didn't play, but their starters played, and they still lost. That looks good, actually. So Steph Curry is now a playable character in the new PGA 2K23.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
he's a playable character.
Those golf games are like I've never owned one, but I played one on my friends play like back in like the PS3, PS2 days, and they're actually really fun to play.
Yeah, I played it once or twice, but not too much to it. They said, "Oh, they were never losing to the Pels, Homer." They were very close to losing to the Pels, bro. They were close to losing to the Pels. It took CP3 having a Hall of Fame performance in one game for them not to win. But I already knew they wasn't going to the title game. That wasn't happening. I called that before.
That you did.
They were all hype. You can see you can see in the season. It's too much hype.
Oh, shoot.
And it's CP3. Oh, hold on one second. Got a phone call.
Oh, do you think? All right, as we're getting showing of some of the beef going on between Ayuk and Ramsey. Stafford and the Rams are back on the field starting at the 33-yard line. Stafford and shotgun. He ball up to Henderson. Henderson's going to go ahead and get a gain of about 3 yards. Like I was close to making the NBA. I mean, Nate, were you close to making the NBA, bro? I've seen you. I don't think you got that, bro. Well, I was trying to sign into my DraftKings, but it's not letting me. I'll have to deal with that later. Stafford is going to get pressured. He's going to find a completion towards Higbee. Higbee get the first and 10 now for the Rams. 8 minutes remaining in the fourth. The game is still in reach for the Rams, but they got to have something going now. They can't have another 7 to 8 minute long drive like they did previously. They got to start moving the ball up the field. They got to get into the end zone. First and 10 now from the 44-yard line. Stafford and shotgun, 2 wide receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Henderson in the backfield makes a handoff. He's going to look right. He's going to find Higbee once again. Higbee getting his touches, going back to where he was going in the first quarter. He's going to find him for a gain of about 5. As close as the Pels were winning that series. It was a lot closer than what I even expected. All right, hurry up offense. No huddle. Stafford snaps the ball. Same play, but out to the right side this time. The wide receivers are going to be bunched up. They're going to go ahead and find Cup over the middle. First down. Beautiful pass. Beautiful catch. Game 7 on the play. I need Rams to score to make Jimmy G pass. I feel you. I need Kittle to pass too. So I need Kittle to catch. So I need a score here, but I also need Cup to slow down a little bit. Cup currently sitting at 100 yards. I can't have him get 20 more yards. I can't have that. He's going to get it, though, unfortunately. Cooper Cup. I'm sorry. Stafford lined up in shotgun. 2 out to the right, 2 to the left. Henderson in the backfield. No handoff. Going to look out to the right. It's going to be picked. Pick 6. Tufunga. Mozzie's cousin. Bringing it to the house. There we go. Family. Touchdown. Tufunga. Oh, my goodness. Let's go. Hufunga. I'm sorry. They said Tufunga at first. Hufunga. 50-yard interception return for a touchdown. Let's go. Hufunga's going to line up in the middle. He's expecting this quick slant. He's going to go ahead and read it perfectly. Sees the release and just goes straight for the ball. And then is a house call. Cuzzo, the extra point is good. 24-9. Oh, man. Oh, man. What happened to the Rams? I said, let's go. Go, cousin. That's my broski. Let's go. Facts. Facts. Out on the main stage representing New Zealand. Did I say that right, Bosley? New Zealand, right? Didn't know if I forgot. What if one if you played your cousin? Stupid dude. Mozzie be unsitting that last DM like a boss. No, he sent it. He told him to get his head together. He was the motivation. He was the motivation. Yes, sure. He made up. He made up for that drop pick. That's right. That's right, baby. We love that. We love that. Man, I told y'all Stafford. Stafford's been due for one of those picks. He has looked not very good. Not very good this season. Not very good this season. Nate said stupid. I picked up San Fran's defense on Saturday. He could have played him. No, no, I was saying you're stupid because you can't play like a specific defensive player in our league. But that's true. That is true. San Fran, I'm sure, has a lot of points on the board right now, their defense on fantasy. Now, I don't care if I lose fantasy. At least T got that pick. Facts, facts, facts. Facts. Happy for you, Mozzie. Happy for your family, man. It's awesome. That's awesome. So in the fourth quarter this season, Matthew Stafford has not thrown a single touchdown, but he has thrown 3 interceptions. I mean, if you want to say he's thrown a interception for a touchdown, he does have at least one of those. I don't know how these other two went, but this one went back 6 the other way. Christine said probably game. Yeah, that should definitely be game right there. That should just about wrap it up for the 49ers. Rams will have another chance. They are down by 15 points. They're going to need 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion to try and tie it up. They have 3 timeouts remaining. They're going to have to score quickly and get a 3 and out. Powell on the return breaks through a little bit. He's going to get absolutely smothered at the 26-yard line. Hit very hard. Ball comes flying out. It's not a fumble or anything like that. What's this color balance that they're doing on that video? Oh, man. 1 interception, 5 sacks, and 11 pressures. This defense for the 49ers is no joke. Stafford dropping back, pass it out to the right side. Allen Robinson is going to catch it and fall down. Bring it down to the 35-yard line. Your score is 23-9, change it to 24. Non's on the phone. He does all the changing. He'll change it. You'll change it. Stafford play action. I'm sorry, not play action. Shotgun throws it out to the right side. Higbee once again. Higbee reach out, get that first down. He's not going to get it. He's going to be about 1.5 yards short. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. D'Amico Ryan, second season as 49ers defensive coordinator. Playing absolutely outstanding. Stafford under center. Hands the ball off. Henderson. Henderson's going to go ahead and rush forward. It's going to get a gain of 4. Christine said we've seen some crazier things before. That we have. That we have. Stafford and shotgun, 2 out to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to go ahead and chuck a deep one down to the left side, but there is no one there, just throwing it away. Unfortunate. 4-point Monday Night Football for me, a good day. Goodness gracious, that's insane. It's Hufanga's second interception. His first one came against the Bears in week 1. Stafford, shotgun, 3 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Henderson in the backfield. Stepping back, looking for a pass. He's going to chuck it down low to the right side. Oh, excuse me, guys. They're going to go ahead and blow the whistle a little bit early. He broke through for a little bit. It's going to be a gain of about 7. Spring up a 3rd and 3. Stafford 27 for 40, 203 yards, 1 interception. Stafford trying to get a touchdown on the board. Only 3 field goals so far for the Rams. Stafford and shotgun, 3 wide receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. He's got time. He's looking right side. He's going to find Skoranek. Skoranek cutting across the field. First down inside the 40, but the clock is going to keep rolling. They need to be quick. Get up that line. We need points up. They need to score at least before like the 2.5, like at the very latest. Really, before the 3 would be great. I expect a deep shot here. We're going to have 3 wide receivers out to the right, 2 to the left. Stafford back there. Henderson is going to chuck it down to Henderson. The ball is going to get tipped and go down incomplete. 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the 4th. The clock will stop off that incompletion. We're going to see some personnel exchanges from the defense and the offense. Is Stafford bad like he was for the Lions? I think Stafford was good with the Lions. The Lions just sucked ass, but he's looking really bad this year. He's not looked good. All right, 2nd and 10. Stafford shotgun, Higbee in motion out to the left side. 3 wide receivers lined up to the right, 3 wide receivers lined up to the left, 1 to the right. Ball snapped. Stepping up into the pocket. He's going to get pressure. He's going to get sacked for the 6th time. Brought down at the 47-yard line. This 49ers defense is just unbelievable. Everyone's getting a piece of the cake. Everybody's getting a bite on that is called Matthew Stafford. Oh, God. Absolutely brutal. So it's going to be 3rd and 18. Stafford stepping back. He's got to throw for a first. He's going to chuck the ball underneath towards Higbee. Higbee's going to get the ball caught. He's going to get a little of the yardage back. They're going to have to go for it on 4th down. The clock is still rolling with 3 minutes remaining. Stafford calling some adjustments. Cup is Stafford's Megatron. Yes. Yes. So it's going to be 4th and 10. They need at least 10. They are going to huddle up. I think this is, I mean, I guess you got to do what you got to do, but y'all have to run no huddle here. There's just not enough time. You have to get 2 scores and you have to go 3 and out. The 49ers, this is really restricting you right now. 32 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Cup out in the slot position. Ball is going to be snapped. And the play is going to get shut down. The Rams are going to have to burn a timeout. So y'all wasted and burnt all that time to not get a play off on this 4th and 10. This is horrible management by the coach. This is horrible management by Stafford. And this, if the game wasn't over yet, this right here just about makes it lights out and everybody can start packing and hop onto their Ubers back down to Los Angeles.
So are you saying the party's over?
I should have played Higbee, damn it. True. Rams are stupid. Yep, Rams are stupid. Hey, Sean McVay is supposed to be one of the best young coaches out here, and this is like the 3rd mistake that I've seen through him so far. But that's going to bring up 4th and 10, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the quarter and in the game. 3 wide receivers lined up to the right, 1 to the left. Stafford's looking right. He's going to step up into the pocket. He's going to have a little bit of space. He's going to find an open Cooper Kupp, who's going to be caught enough of the first down.
I want to say that was a sidearm pass to his body because it was running forward.
Yeah. But they got to go. You got to get a play going before this 2-minute warning.
You waste too much time.
You need touchdown right here. You have to be thinking touchdown right here. Ball snapped. Stafford stepping out to his left. Touchdown throw is going. Robinson open.
Too high. No good. I just realized that we're both wearing blue shirts.
I guess we're Rams fans, apparently. No, we're real fans, sports fans, but we're rocking our blue. That's what we're doing.
I know, right?
Great coverage by number 4.
Yeah.
So they do have 2 seconds left. So, you can score a touchdown here before the 2-minute warning takes place. Do we agree that the refs are terrible? I mean, refs are terrible in every single game.
In general.
We can agree with that. Stafford stepping up. He's going to throw it. Almost picked off.
Picked off again.
Oh,
my goodness. Warner almost had it. See, that's once again why you're a DB. Your hands are trash.
they just there for decoration, bro. That's
Man.
all they're just there for decoration. Now, let me go pull up and look at my bets. I don't think I'm gonna hit on this one, but we'll check in case there's some.
My enemy.
You jamming, bro?
That song slaps. What are you talking about? Song slaps. Refs had 0 to do with this. Doesn't matter. Refs have been trash since 1972. Stop it. Don't protect him now. Refs is one of those positions that should be an actual unionized position. It shouldn't be judges and lawyers and people, doctors. It shouldn't be them. It shouldn't be those guys.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, never mind.
That's not a good commercial. No, chat. We don't want your best adulting sites.
Is it naked girls stripping away their skin again?
Yeah, that one was always weird. That's what we got hit with all last season. But now this time we're actually getting hit with different ones, which is cool. I appreciate that. But last season, that naked those strippers was coming back every freaking stream. Like, good lord, why are you here? We're not here for you.
Nate says, "Speak for yourself." Bruce said, "I picked the Niners to win." Hey, you got it, baby. They win in this one. Mine said, T getting the second pick. I'm calling it. Hey, come on, T.
Screenshot that. I'm going to start posting these. I'm going to start screenshotting and post them in Twitter and tagging YouTube every time it happens.
Yeah. Ooh, it's cold in my room, man. I'm getting chilly. Close on.
3rd and 10. Crowd at Levi Stadium is going quite crazy right about now. 1:58 left on the clock. Can the Rams turn it around? Well, it's kind of too late to turn around. Can they score? That's the question. They've gotten field goal after field goal after field goal. Audible at the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun. Ball snapped from 21.
Oh,
pressure's there. Tipped, always picked off again. Almost picked off again. Almost. Oh, my goodness. Ebickham actually tips the ball. Ball flies out of his hand. They're going to say it's a fumble? Did they just hit him with the tuck rule? What the hell?
Wait.
If his arm is backwards, it has to be considered a fumble. Let's look at the replay. Arm is back. It's a fumble. That's a fumble.
That is a fumble.
It's the freaking... Oh, my God. Yeah. Stafford's arm was going back. Ebukam. It actually hits Ebukam's chest. His arm hits Stafford's shoulder, and the ball comes out. That is a fumble. Wow. It don't matter. It's okay. You good, brother. You didn't get the interception, but you still got the fumble recovery. You good.
Oh man, brutal.
Wow. I know. Once again, like we said before the beginning of the season, Aaron Donald was really like, damn, I should have retired. I should have trusted my gut and not listened to Zach, and I should have retired. Oh man.
Wait, what does Zach say?
Zach said, "No, come back for another ring. We got this."
When did Zach say that?
People gotta stop listening to Zach.
Oh, here we go.
That's so funny.
Oh my goodness.
I need 57 to pass. Cheesehead, bummer.
Oh, you need 57 points to pass Cheesehead. Hey man, it's a long season.
Oh, he's ahead. He's winning.
I think he means in the overall.
Oh, the standings?
Yeah, in the standings, yeah.
Oh yeah. My playoff percentage jumped up though.
Oh, Nate's saying he's hungry now. He wants that number one.
He said, "I am number one." So what does it take to be number one?
Don's pulling out all the vocals today.
Well, I mean, any song people say, I usually hear songs in the background, so I just letting them out.
Let them loose, baby. Let them loose.
It's funny because I remember one day I was talking to a kid. I said, every time y'all talk, I hear songs, and they'd be like, "What?" And they started talking, and I was just singing. Every time they say something, I give them a song based on what they were saying.
I mean, you hear songs, bro. I hear dead people. So,
all right, 6 cents.
I hear dead people. Stafford, 1 interception, 1 fumble loss, 1 resulting in a touchdown, the other resulting at the absolute closure of the game.
Yeah, it sucks. Dang, Nate, you made 16 moves. You and Modern made so many freaking moves.
Hand the ball off. Wilson, no gain. Just let the bleeding stop, man.
Yeah.
Just let the bleeding stop. There's certain points where it's just like things aren't going right. Don't get the ball back.
See, even the announcers are singing "The party's over." He said, "Turn off the lights. The party's over."
Those 2 albums were Fire, Sweat, Suit. Dex says
really
GG 49ers. Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah, they ran it up, man. Complete game by the 49ers. 239 passing yards for Garoppolo, 87 rushing yards, 73 for Wilson. Debo 115 yards receiving, Jennings 22, Ayuk 37, Kittle 24, Juice 35. What,
down.
five sacks, 6 sacks, whatever it is. Fumble recovery, interception recovery. You can't ask for a more complete game if you're the 49ers.
And the punt return, he was this close to breaking one 2 times. This close. Rams go against Dallas, Panthers, Niners again. Yeah, they're gonna have to get something together because they're struggling.
Yeah, they have a 2-1 record, but it's not a good 2-2. It just isn't. Just isn't a good 2-2.
They don't have a 20-yard play on offense.
That's insanity. Nate says Seltzer ad for Woo Girl.
Yeah. That commercial. You got the same commercial I did.
Same.
The truly commercial.
Wait,
That's kind of
0 plays
crazy.
of
Since
20.
2007.
God,
Really?
that's back in St. Louis days.
I mean, yeah, but they aired it. Of course they aired it out. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, really? They don't utilize Robinson well at all.
No, they literally have only used him for prayer plays.
Yeah. And I seen somebody in here talking about how, they use Cup like his own Megatron. Same situation they had in Detroit.
Yeah, Christine Connolly is the one who said that. Yep.
Yeah, and it's true. He has a favorite receiver, and everybody knows it. And as a quarterback, you don't really want to have a favorite. You want to be able to spread the ball around properly, because then you have talent like he has.
Well, then
they don't even get the rock.
It makes you think like I'm trying to. It's hard for me to think back to those like prime Megatron days with Stafford on who those other wide receivers that he had that possibly could have been decent to good wide receivers that he's just so tunnel vision on one guy that took it away from him. We did see Odell get used a little bit get used a good bit last year. We saw Van Jefferson get used a little, a little bit last year, but it's always been Kupp. It's always been that singular guy.
Yeah.
And we all know Allen Robinson is a capable wide receiver.
Oh yeah.
Garoppolo about to go ahead and take another paycheck. 7-0 against the Rams in the regular season.
That's kind of crazy.
Unbelievable. Like KC right now, 6 receivers, all the same, interchangeable. Yeah,
they really are. Like when you look at them, their skill set is really only one that stands out is Kelsey. Because Scantling and Juju, they just similar player. I think Scantling's a little bit better than Juju, but
we even saw Sky Moore get some touches this past week as well.
True,
the rookie,
very true,
from USC. I believe from USC. I might get that wrong. Punt is up.
Wisnowski's punt goes out of bounds about the 42-yard line, 40 to 41. What?
OBJ is like, thank God I'm not on this field. I'm out in the Bahamas living life up. He said, I got me a pina colada in one hand and a cigar on the left. It'll be interesting to see where OBJ goes. He's gonna go somewhere, but by the time his recovery,
I thought he was going to sign. I thought he was going to sign with New Orleans at first.
I thought he was too. It's gonna be interesting. I think my bet is he'll probably end up going to the Bills, but like,
ooh, to the Bills, that could be nice.
I can't believe they're throwing the ball.
Desperation.
Why? I mean, but why risk injury to someone like Cooper Kupp right now?
Well, especially if you see Cooper Kupp, it took him a few minutes to get up, a few seconds to get up. Stafford, even having defenders kind of falling off of him, still gets to pass off. And to the receiver steps out of bounds. Could be 16 seconds left on the play clock.
I love how like the professional announcers,
game clock.
The professional announcers for the game like have to like kind of like keep things up hold. They're like, oh yeah, great throw right here. There's 15 seconds left, 16 seconds left. Like, the game's over. Say what you really want to say. They're out here throwing for
well,
fun.
That's what I was saying. Like they're
playing pitch and catch.
No matter how much, they work for ESPN. They work for the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they might get their paychecks might come from the ESPN, but they have clear instructions on how things work out.
So and once again, Henderson taking the big amount of carries. He has less carries than what Akers does, but 7 carries for 27 yards. Both terrible. But it's again like Cam Akers came back from that injury and just never had anything going for him. I feel bad for everyone that drafted Akers. Everyone that had Akers as like a top 10 running back pickup, I just knew it was insanity.
And like that, the game is over. It's gonna be
24-9.
run to the left to end the game.
Ooh. Trying to knock stuff over.
So, okay, between this current Rams iteration right now and the Rams from Super Bowl, what's the change besides a single player? Besides old boy that went to the Bills. Who else is gone?
I mean, on defense, I feel like their defense has still looked,
It's for the most part the same defense, right?
Players
wise?
I mean, the defense has looked, roughly about the same. I don't think the defense is to blame. I think a lot of this boils down towards the offensive line. Some of Stafford's decision making. I'm not one that can go and look and watch film and see who's open, but I just feel like he's been targeting nothing but Higbee and Cooper Kupp. You can't tell me that Allen Robinson has been open more. They should be getting Van Jefferson soon. Like they got to get other people involved. Even though, Cooper Kupp getting 122 yards off of 19 targets, 14 catches, which is a great catch or completion percentage to him. Obviously, targeting this one dude ain't enough. They got to get a run game going. They got to spread the ball out a little bit more. And I mean, when you have a player when you have your quarterback getting sacked, six times, 7 times, whatever the heck it is, and you expect to win games 7 times. Yeah. In what world are you going to win a game there?
I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's very difficult to do that. It's very difficult.
So let's go ahead and go over the stats for today's game. And guys, make sure y'all stay tuned because we aren't just going to cover the stats. We're not ending yet. We're going to do the stats for this game, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at week 5 of the NFL and give our predictions for week 5. Who's going to win, who's going to lose. So y'all stay tuned for that. But for right now, Matthew Stafford, 32 for 48. I mean, threw at a pretty comfortable percentage wise, 32 for 48. I think that's, something around, 60 plus percent. 254 yards. He did have the one interception that was taken to the house, but the run game, like I said, is just disgusting. 7 rushes for Henderson, 8 rushes for Akers, totaling only for 40 yards. A team that is running only 57 yards total, and 17 of those is coming from a wide receiver and your quarterback, is disgusting. You can't expect to win games like that if you're so one-dimensional that you can only rely on the pass. The receiving core for Los Angeles Rams, Higbee has 10 receptions for 73 yards. Cooper Kupp, 14 for 122. Henderson, 3 for 12. One of those was during that jump time. And then Skowronek, 2 for 33. Allen Robinson only had 6 targets, 2 for 7. Most of those coming from just like spray and pray type of situations, man. What's your thoughts on the Rams and like their stats and stuff like that?
Something's wrong with the mojo. Something is not right. Something's not complete. They're missing something. Like that's why I was asking a question. Like, what do you think is really missing? I know they're missing a handful of players from both the offensive side and defensive side, but for the most part, the team is still the same. So something is just not right because this team was in a Super Bowl. So what's really missing?
A offensive line and offensive line. Because I don't think Henderson or Akers are bad running backs, but I don't think the offensive line is there to support it. And I think that just shows even more that they aren't able to keep pressure away from Stafford when it's not like the 49ers were showing a bunch of crazy blitzes. There was times they were getting sacked when they were only blitzing 4.
Yeah. And
giving pressure when they were only blitzing 3.
But isn't this still the same line from last year?
I don't know. But something's wrong with it. Something's wrong. But if it is the same guys, then maybe it was just a little bit of luck last year because these guys just don't feel like they're playing like they want to win. And not saying that Stafford is without fault and not getting the ball out fast enough and stuff like that, but for the majority of the time, it's that like he takes a 3-step drop back and he's getting hit as soon as he's dropping 3 steps back.
Yeah. I mean, then also you have to look at little things like, okay, the sideline where the 2 players are arguing. there's something not totally complete, not right, not at peace with that team. And there's, it don't take a lot to throw a team off. It doesn't take a lot. You need a couple incidents or a few people, not carrying their weight, and that's all you need.
Yep.
So.
And then to look over at the 49ers, like I said, I think they have played the most complete game of their season. And I would argue probably one of the most complete games that we have broadcasted so far. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo, only 16 passes for out of 27 attempts. You're not great percentage wise, but he did throw for 239 yards. He had 1 touchdown. Jeff Wilson Jr., the backup for Elijah Mitchell, who will be fighting for his starting spot back now that Wilson has been playing so well. He had 18 carries for 74 yards. Debo Samuel had 2 carries for 2, and Juice had 1, or Use, but I'm going to keep calling him Juice, 1 for 9. Debo Samuel showed up big in receiving, and that was one thing that was discussed during the offseason. I know he said that it was kind of like some BS about him not wanting to carry the ball anymore, that he still wants to do whatever he can do to win. But he did say he wants to be utilized as a wide receiver, and that they did. He had 6 catches, 115 yards. The long 57-yard catch that was for the touchdown off of the 7 targets. Brandon Ayuk, 4 catches, 37 yards. Use 1 catch for 35. George Kittle, 2 for 24. And I'd like to see them get George Kittle involved a little bit more. But his presence was definitely huge today, outside of like the numbers, but in the blocking and creating some of those holes for Jeff Wilson as well. But it's the story of the defense for San Francisco. They created a fumble that they were able to recover. They had the interception. They had 7 sacks for 57 yards total on those sacks. Defense is not anything that a player wants to mess with at this point.
Yeah.
2 sacks for Ibukum, 1 for Lenore, 2 for Boza, 1 for Amanihu, and 1 for Ridgeway.
That's 7.
That's 7.
7 sacks. It's kind of crazy.
7 sacks. Yeah, I mean, it's 2 sacks. 2 sacks a quarter is insane.
11 QB hits. But team all around defense. I know we talked about the missed tackles from the Rams on the Niners offensive players, but tackling wise, they did pretty well. 68 total tackles for the team defense. Not bad. They're doing better wrapping up, so they didn't have too many mistakes or mishaps like the Rams defense. So that's part of the reason why they were shut them down.
And like we said, I mean, no 20-yard gains here. Yeah, I mean, you expect to see that even if it's just a slant that's able to get broken for 20 yards, like not to have a single 20-yard play in what they said since 2007. So 15 years since the last game without that. Mm-hmm. And a offense that was pretty dominant last year and didn't really lose that many pieces. It's outstanding. I think it says a lot to I really think this is a win for the 49ers and less of a loss for the Rams. I think the 49ers just outplayed the hell out of them.
Well, every new iteration of a team, especially if they come out firing on all cylinders, they usually do well at that initial season. They do pretty decent and catch people off guard. But once everybody kind of understands what they have, then you know that the formula shut them down. And there's a formula to shut down the Rams. There's clearly a formula, So
yeah,
I don't know. Like I don't see them. Even though this is still beginning of the season, I just don't see them being a big name towards the end of the season. But I could be wrong.
At this point, I'm 100% agreeing with you, man. But let's go ahead and cover the games to come in Week 5 of the NFL. We have a couple of fun matchups. Y'all let us know what y'all's favorite matchup out of the ones that we're going to cover today, and we'll go ahead and give them our predictions on who we think is going to win. One thing also, we should probably do a little predictor. I don't know how we'd set that up of our record of predictions. I think that'd be kind of fun. But on the next matchup that we're going to cover here on the Real Fan Sports Channel, it's going to be the Indianapolis Colts versus the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos get another primetime game. And another one like DJ Khaled. Another one for no reason, though. Broncos lost to the Raiders this past weekend Indianapolis Colts lost to the Tennessee Titans, both division rivals. Now they're going to go up against each other. Both teams are supposed to have really great defenses. Both teams are supposed to have really good run game, but Jonathan Taylor has just been kind of a dud for a lot of fantasy owners. He's only had 1 week that he scored over 10 points. It's been really low for him. I haven't got to see a Colts game, so we'll be able to see that this Thursday and see what's actually going on, why he's not able to break out. And he's going to have a tough matchup against Denver, who has one of the top 5 rushing defenses but that wasn't shown this past week. Who do you got, Denver versus Colts?
I mean, honestly, it's kind of hard to pick because both teams are kind of slightly in purgatory. So, and neither of them really look good at the moment. But I'm just gonna say go Colts. I'm gonna say the Colts.
You can say the Colts.
The Colts.
What's funny is
to go against the grain.
What's funny is that Jonathan Taylor was ranked 24th last year in fantasy points. And I know fantasy is not like the NFL, but like 24th in fantasy points last year at this week.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden went from 24th to first.
Yeah.
So, maybe this will be the week against a tough opponent that the Colts will get it done. You say Colts. I think Denver wins this one. It's going to be at Denver. I think they're going to go ahead and win this game.
Before we go to the next game, I will say this: if they use a similar game plan as to what the Raiders did, and Jonathan Taylor goes off like Jacobs did, Colts are going to demolish them.
Yeah, I agree with that. Next game, we're going to go back out into London at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, back where the Saints got beat by the Vikings. New York Giants versus the Green Bay Packers. What's your thoughts?
I honestly want the Giants to win this game just because.
Cheesehead, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Cheesehead. But, I mean, I want to see them start doing better. I just want to. I like what the QB was doing, like especially when we see him like the other week. And I just feel like there's so much more potential there. I mean, Green Bay, they're skipping by. Like they got lucky in the win this past weekend. They should have lost. They shouldn't have won that game. So I'm going with the Giants just because.
Just because. I think Green Bay walks all over them, man. We watched the game the other day with the New York Giants, and the Giants actually didn't look as bad as what I was expecting. There was like a lot of positives that I got from the game. It was just pressure on the quarterback and the wide receiver's ability to get open. It was just it non-existent. They don't have a singular number one wide receiver that they can trust on to get open, and that you can't have an NFL team like that. And everyone, including me, that was throwing hate on Daniel Jones, which he deserves some of it. I don't think he deserves all of it or as much as what I originally thought after watching the game. I think Green Bay wins this one.
Okay.
Next, we're going to have 12 o'clock Pittsburgh versus Buffalo. Buffalo walks away with this. We're going to see the rookie quarterback get his first start. Pickens has been a great little combo. Whenever he started up last week, he threw 5 of his 8 passes to Pickens, or 5 of his 11 passes to Pickens. If y'all got him in y'all's fantasy lineups, y'all might want to think about starting him, but maybe not against the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills coming back off a comeback win against the Ravens. What you got?
Man, that game, Buffalo versus Ravens, I was actually in a Buffalo Bills content creators stream when the game was going on, and they were sweating bullets. They were sweating, the chat was sweating bullets like crazy. They were cursing up a storm. Looked like I was watching one of the Saint creators, the way that chat was talking trash. But I mean, I can't imagine Pittsburgh pulling out a W in this game. Not yet. Let the rookie get some experience under his belt, and then we'll see probably in a couple weeks from now. But this first game, I see Buffalo pulling away with the dub.
All right, Los Angeles Chargers. I hate that it's 2 teams in the same city. Like, why the NFL got to do that like the NBA? Los Angeles Chargers versus the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns did come away with a win last week. Rams, how's Herbert doing? Because I haven't paid attention. How's he looking?
I was actually just clicking on to see if there was any mention of his status.
It's at Cleveland. I want to say the Chargers win this one. But the Los Angeles defense hasn't been as good as what we all thought they were going to be. Mm-hmm. And Brissett has been doing, enough managing the team a little bit.
Nick Bosa will miss 8 to 10 weeks as well too.
And that is a tough loss for the Chargers. I at Cleveland,
Allen has a hamstring issue.
Who does?
Allen, the receiver.
Allen.
I always forget his first name.
Allen. I don't know who you're talking about. Keenan Allen.
Yeah. He had a hamstring issue this past game. So
yeah, he's been out nonstop, and they've been dealing with those injuries back and forth. I mean, if Keenan Allen's able to play, which this could be his first week back, I think Los Angeles wins it. But if he doesn't play, I think Los Angeles is going to keep going in this direction of losing these close games. Cleveland's defense is good. Their offensive line is good. Running game is good. I think they're going to beat them in the trenches.
So right now, he's still on the injury report with the fractured rib cartilage, but they haven't said whether or not he's going to play or not. So it's just a day-by-day situation. But if he doesn't show up, the Browns winning. Browns are winning if he doesn't show up. Bosa not being there is a hit, but I think they can still win without Bosa, even with Keenan Allen, because they do have other weapons. But I expect the Browns. I expect the Chargers to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns actually pull this one out. I wouldn't be 100% surprised with all the injuries that the Chargers have.
Yeah. Next game is going to be Chicago Bears versus the Minnesota Vikings. I'm waiting for Justin Fields to have a field day, and he just hasn't had one. No pun intended. He just hasn't had one. They are without Montgomery. Herbert, I'm assuming, is still probably going to be the star. I know Montgomery's injury was a little less than what they initially evaluated it as. But I think Minnesota wins this game.
Yeah.
Minnesota coming off a big win in London. The only thing that'll stop them down is maybe they're a little jet lagged, but I doubt it. That's just being hopeful because I'm mad at the Vikings right now.
I agree. I can't see Chicago pulling this game out unless something freakily happens to Minnesota. But for the most part, I believe Minnesota comes out with a dub.
Detroit Lions versus the New England Patriots, 12 o'clock. Patriots had the new quarterback came in, drew the game into overtime where he eventually lost with their starting quarterback. Goodness, why am I forgetting his name?
You said who?
Starting quarterback for the Patriots. Why am I forgetting his name? Mac Jones. Mac Jones being out. I think Detroit. I think Detroit Lions run all over New England. I think they're not run all over them, but score all over them. They should have Swift. I think they're gonna have Swift back. I think they'll have or at least have Monroe St. Brown back. I think Detroit's gonna run it up, man. I'm expecting like a big game. I think Detroit beats New England like man. I want to kind of be crazy and say like 28-10. I really do.
It's definitely possible. After this past weekend where many people thought that Jared Goff was going to have a bad game because all of his top players that he would go to were out or on the injury report, and he still had an amazing game. So I'm definitely looking for Detroit. He's going to be happy to have all his favorite toys back. So I'm really looking for Detroit to pull that dub
out. Nate said, "Which Bills guy do you watch?"
It was a random dude that popped up on the recommended. I didn't even subscribe to the channel. I was just watching because I was editing something. I was watching something else at the same time. So I couldn't even tell you his name. Actually, I can tell you his name in a second. Go ahead.
She said, me and Love was the only teams that didn't even score 80 points this week. Yeah, we both look like shit, she said. Nate says, Detroit is scoring like crazy, just a horrid defense. Yeah, the defense is horrid. But I think that works out fine against New England because their offense is horrid. So Seattle versus the Saints. God, Lord, in the dome, I swear if the Saints don't win, I don't even want to put up a bet to what I would do if they do lose. If we don't, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I think we do win. I feel like anything can happen at this point, but I don't think I'd like to say I don't think there's a chance in hell that Seattle wins, but yeah. Who do you got?
I'm kind of the same boat as you. I want to say that the Seattle Seahawks should not even be in the same time zone as you guys right now, but it just depends on who shows up for New Orleans. who shows up. I know Olave's going to be there because he wants the ball. He wants to rock regardless. But as far as everybody else, I can't tell you. So, but I expect New Orleans to pull out the win.
And then we actually have a pretty interesting one coming up next. Miami Dolphins versus the New York Jets. Jets finally get their starting quarterback back. Breece Hall has been dominating at the run game, finally taking over but finally starting to get more of the carries sent towards him instead of Michael Carter. Miami, obviously, without Tua, Teddy Bridgewater back there. Tyreek Hill came out in an interview today, and they were asking him, like, what did they expect his performance to be with Teddy Bridgewater under quarterback? And he told the reporter or the interviewer, I will get points and I will get catches if you were the quarterback. So good to see Tyreek's mindset going into that, and I can't disagree with it. Who you got, Miami versus Jets? Because I don't know.
Well, we got the butt fumble
versus the butt touchback
versus the butt punch. So I'm going Miami. I'll go with Teddy Bridgewater. I'm rocking with him all the time. So Miami's winning that game. Still won't even be close.
Won't even be close?
Nope.
I agree. I think it'll be slightly close, but I think Miami's gonna win by at least a touchdown.
Tyreek got an actual quarterback that can give him the rock in the right position. They're winning that game.
Yeah, and now they'll have time to game plan for him being back there.
Yeah.
Atlanta versus Tampa Bay, divisional rivals. Tampa Bay. I mean, Tampa Bay should walk all over. I mean, it shouldn't even be a competition. It shouldn't be a competition. Mariota has been playing well. They have started getting some of their younger wide receivers involved.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay's run defense is great. Cordell Patterson is out with ACL tear. It's going to be Algier, I think is how you pronounce his name, the backup running back that's going to be taking the starting load now for Atlanta. But Tampa Bay should win by like 20, to be honest with you. They should.
Yeah. I mean, just straight up, I choose Tampa Bay. And not even because he's on my fantasy, but I think they're a better all around team. Atlanta does have some bright parts about it, but also with Cordell Patterson, I believe going to hit an IR, they're going to have some issues there too with the running back position. So I'm going Tampa.
Two more 12 o'clock games. Tennessee Titans versus the Washington Commanders. My bad. Boy, I would like to say Tennessee's going to win this game. They won against the divisional rivals last week against the Colts. They finally got Derrick Henry involved. He had like 120 yards rushing on, I think, 22 carries, something like that. They've looked better. They've looked a little bit better from what I've seen, and Washington has looked a little bit worse. They had some tough matchups the previous 2 weeks. I think Tennessee wins this one. But I would like to see Washington win just because I don't know why. Like, I just like that they're like so underappreciated. But I think Tennessee wins by maybe 6 points.
Isn't Wentz still QB there?
Yep.
I'm gonna pick Tennessee.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Houston at Jacksonville, division opponents again. Jacksonville had the worst performance. Trevor Lawrence's worst performance, I think, of his career. 5 turnovers, unbelievable by Jacksonville. Jacksonville is gonna score all over Houston. I think this game is gonna be a bloodbath. This is usually be one of those games where it's like the worst versus the worst, but I think this is gonna be a bloodbath in Jacksonville.
I mean, I think Jacksonville's gonna win, but I'm not sure if I think it's gonna be a bloodbath. But I do think they're gonna win. I definitely think that.
Let me check, make sure no one else has commented. I see Nate says Detroit scoring like crazy. Defense just I read that. Dan is my main one, and popular are half the Saints offense going to be back. There's no telling. We don't know yet. I'm hoping Michael Thomas will be back, and I hope Jameis Winston is not back. I want him to at least take 2 to 3 weeks off. All right, so we're going to 3 o'clock games, 3:05, San Francisco 49ers that we just saw beat the Rams. Hanley is going to go against Carolina. Carolina has a much better defense, but a much worse offense than the Rams. I think San Fran does exactly what they did today. I think San Francisco is going to have a big win.
Yeah, I think San Francisco will pull out the winner there too. I don't see a scenario where Carolina wins that game. It's just doesn't look good at the quarterback position. They're suffering right now.
Dallas Cowboys versus the Los Angeles Rams. Rams just coming off this brutal loss that we just witnessed. Do we see him turn things around and beat Dallas, who is, I believe, 3-1 right now? Looking decent under Cooper Rush. Cooper versus Coopers. If we're somehow live during that game, which I doubt we will be, but I would get that confused the whole entire time. So, what's your thoughts on that game?
I'm picking Cooper Rush, man. I'm going Dallas.
You going Dallas?
Yeah, I want Dallas. If he can get another win, he's the first backup to win his first 4 starts. Let's go ahead and keep that streak going.
I kind of like it, man. I kind of like it. I think Dallas defense is good. I mean, not quite as good as San Francisco's is, but they are damn good. They're going to put pressure on Stafford all night. And I'm kind of with you, man. It's at Los Angeles, but like we all know that Los Angeles Rams stadium is not filled with Los Angeles Rams fans. It's probably going to be more Cowboys fans in there that just transported out to California.
There's a lot of Cowboys fans in Los Angeles too. There's a good amount out there.
So I'm with you. I think Cowboys win this. And then we're going to have the last 3 o'clock game, 3:25, Philadelphia Eagles versus the Arizona Cardinals. Who you got?
I mean, I want to go with Philly. I think that's who's going to pull out the dub. Arizona, I don't know. They just don't look as impressive as they did last year. They have had some good spurts and some times some bright spots where they looked pretty decent. But I think Philly just has what it takes right now.
Yeah. I mean, whenever there's a team that's undefeated, it's one of those where it's like, you're waiting to see when they lose.
Mm-hmm.
Because you just have a feeling it's going to happen at some time, especially a team like the Eagles that we all expect to be pretty good this year. Like I expected them to win the division. And we both did. Yeah. But it's not like they're the undefeated Patriots team back in the day, where you just expect them to win every single one. Arizona has not looked great. They're a couple weeks out of getting DeAndre Hopkins back. I think Philadelphia wins this one, even though it's down in Arizona.
Another thing about Arizona is I know it became where that's not what they said about his contract, but now when you really watch them play, you see it. You see that he don't study that playbook as much as he should. You see it. You can definitely see what they were talking about. But Philly's winning that game. And then Philly's record, they got a nice cushy record for the most part. So they don't have too many big dogs to play against the rest of the season.
Yeah. And then Mozzie, if you're still here, let us know what you think of your Ravens. Ravens versus Cincinnati. Cincinnati coming off the win against the Tua-less Miami Dolphins after the injury. Burrow looked nice. I think this is a good game. I think this is actually a Sunday night game that I'm actually really excited to sit down and watch and enjoy. I think it's going to be fun. I think Baltimore came out really fire and doing really good. And Baltimore plays really good against bad defenses too. And I feel like this is going to be a super high scoring game. I'm expecting, I think the Ravens are going to go ahead and pull it out. I think it's going to be like a 35 to like 28, 31 type game here for the Ravens win.
Yeah, I think Ravens pull it out. Cincinnati just like the Rams, don't look like the team that was, in late part of the season last year. So I'm definitely going with the Rams. With Ravens.
And then, oh man, I didn't even realize next Monday night we get a special treat. We're going to expect Non-P to be decked out in some Raiders gear. Raiders versus the Kansas City Chiefs divisional matchup. Non-P's arch rival. What do you think?
I like how you said my arch rival.
Give us a little bit of an elaborate explanation on like what do you think the Raiders need to do to win this game? Tell us, man.
I want the Raiders to win. That's what I want to win. I think the potential is there. It's all depending on the play calling. If the play calling fits the positions that we have, the players that we have, I think we can win. Kansas City is probably one of the hottest teams in the league right now, if not the hottest team. But was next to Philly, even though Philly's with Philly being undefeated. As a Raiders fan, I'm going to pick the Raiders regardless. But also as somebody that's not delusional, I'm not saying it's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be easy at all. But we'll see.
I think if the Raiders want to win this game, I didn't get to watch the game this past weekend. If they want to win the game, they got to absolutely play at the top tier of their level to win this one. Not saying that it's impossible, but they need to be working on all cylinders. Everything has to be great. I do I do have Kansas City winning, but
Mhm.
but I have hope for you Raiders too, man. I hope they win, man. I really do. And
Okay,
and that will be a game that we will be live for. So y'all
mhm.
make sure y'all tune in and be lit, because we'll be lit in the viewer's point of view. Y'all be lit in the chat as well.
I mean, I in the next 4 games, I expect us to probably have 1 loss. So, and it might be this one.
I like it. Just to go into the comments or the chat right before we close out stream for the day. Nate says, G's tempting to play T-Law with that matchup. Look, once again, don't take my advice because apparently I'm wrong every single time. That's just how it's been. But I would start T-Law. I don't know who your other quarterback is, but I would. Mozzie says Ravens winning 10-16 is no way. No, winning by 10-16 points or winning 10-16. They're gonna score more than 60 points.
I would say whoever has Kelsey should play Kelsey. They use Kelsey at a high clip against the Raiders, even though they use him all the time. But they use him against the Raiders at a high clip. It's ridiculous. So trust me, play him, start him.
Biden says since Non hates Mahomes, I got Chiefs 20+. That's tough.
Okay.
But I think that wraps it up for me. Non, do you have any more closing words? Chad, do you have anything else you'd like to ask or add to the conversation before we hop on out of here?
With the poll, there was 23 votes. Rams 43%, Niners 57. I think some of those people voted at the end of the game already, so it was closer to being tied. But thank you guys for voting on that. Appreciate you.
Definitely, guys. And like we said, just look forward to some new things that are going to be added to our channel very soon. Like we said, we should have memberships up by next Monday, the Raiders versus Kansas City Chiefs game. Those memberships will have benefited perks, including badges next to your name. Every time you comment in chat, you'll have those badges pop up. You will also have access to our emotes. We're starting at 4. As we get more memberships, we get to add more fun emotes, and we have a lot of them, and a lot of them that are really fun and are going to be able to use in the chat very, very often. We also have, a lot of cool videos that are going to be coming out on the YouTube channel throughout the week while we're not streaming. So make sure y'all stay on lookout for that. Make sure y'all hit those like buttons on those videos if y'all enjoy them. Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all comment. Always leave a comment on video. If you can't pop in, y'all support us. Make sure y'all leave a comment. Whenever we get comments, we notice that those videos views jump a little bit. So when you comment, YouTube says, oh, people are liking and are interacting with this video, and it boosts those numbers and gets sent out to other people. So make sure if y'all support the channel, y'all want to keep supporting us, that way we can continue to come here and have a good time with y'all. Do that. We appreciate that.
Most definitely.
Mike says, see you lads, great stream. Skylar carried with her 10-second appearance. Yeah, Skylar's always carrying. Always carrying. But I think that wraps it up for me. Non?
Yeah, wraps up for me too.
All right.
But thank you guys for being here, like you said. So we appreciate you, each and every one of you. Don't forget, please check out the videos, check out the edited content. We definitely need all your support. But for the most part, I had a good time. Hope you had a good time, and we'll see you on Thursday with the Colts meet the Broncos on Thursday Night Football on Prime Video. Appreciate you, love you, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you guys later. Peace out.
Cheers.